He's not gonna answer anyway. Your mother.
Oh, that photo is working. Yay, we're here. It's Friday. Woohoo. Yay. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner that Hero had a sex change operation. And I'm sitting in for Hero tonight. Just kidding. Is the very wonderful Rogue Raven.
Hello.
She's on.
Fuck my
She's
mic.
on.
You must not have been here a couple of weeks. I got a new mic. Makes me sound hot.
Yeah, you sound sexy.
I like to get close.
Oh, yeah,
like,
baby.
Oh, yeah. Put it in there.
Yeah.
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Beautiful.
Dum, dum, dum. Plus, I never get to talk. I don't get to talk anyway, so who cares?
It's like, do you have any comments about this? Oh, finally? You already made all the good points? No, let's move on, please. As you guys notice, we're multi-streaming just in case you guys aren't noticed. We're not multi-streaming.
Uh-oh.
Because fucking Streamlabs sucks dick. And I did all this work, put about 20 hours of work into doing a multi-stream for Kick, and it didn't work. So we're here on Twitch, unfortunately. But unfortunately for you, we're here, I guess.
Now give us some money.
Give us some fucking money.
On our right is eating, she's eating onion bread off camera. Please welcome Blacklight Oni.
It's amazing. I can like just die happy.
Yes.
But I can't die yet because I got some shit to take care of.
Yeah,
like
make sure
work.
you take care of that shit before you die, please.
For
And of
legal
course-
reasons, Ticker, this is a joke.
Yeah, we were just kidding. We were going to go on Kick, but now we're on Twitch. How about that?
Yeah.
Fuck them. We're so small anyway. No one's going to care. Anyway, Dr. Disrespect's price is $50 million to get on Kick. That's his price. Yeah, but considering he got kicked off of 2 platforms, like, I think we'll settle for 10. We'll be more than fair.
When did he get what other platform did he get kicked off of?
I thought he got suspended off YouTube.
That was temporary. No, what
Oh.
happened? That was a clickbait title. I'm going to let me explain real quick what happened. He
Real quick?
was among the many who were watching the Apple show bullshit thing with their version of the Oculus. He was streaming it, and they shut him down for that stream because he was watching Apple's showcase. As far as I'm aware of, it was only for that stream. It was resolved afterwards. They just said you can't be watching the stream of someone else like that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So it was all clickbait title bullshit, of course. Because we can't just have honest reporting. We got to make everything dramatic.
All right.
Actually, no, it's like fuck Dr. Dickhead. He stole my look. Just want to say, minus the mullet. Like, I used to wear sunglasses way before he was popular, and he stole it from me, which I stole it from Howard Stern. So we both stole it from Howard Stern. But anyways, yeah, let's do our read here, and we technically don't have to do it. That she's here. She does. Rogue Raven does a lot of people's voiceovers on Twitch, but yeah, we won't inundate her with reading a tiny little.
Oh, you're fine. I can do it.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to hit the button, but yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, who do you want me to read it as?
I don't know. Let's ask chat. What do you want? Who do you want? Rogue Reagan. She was doing Stifler's mom in the. Wow, that sounds wrong. She was doing Stifler's mom in voice in the before we went live. Do you guys want to hear Stifler's mom? Do you guys want to hear the Russian? Do you want to hear Harley Quinn? What do you want to hear?
Want to hear automated? Do you want to hear Neil Goldman? You have options.
Oh God! I got a
Bugs
pine
Bunny.
cone stuck in my ass.
We got a Bugs Bunny.
A Bugs Bunny. I don't. Can you do Bugs Bunny?
Not really, Doc.
No.
We got Otto and Bugs Bunny. Come on.
Otto.
All right. I saw Badger's Otto. She really wants automated.
Oh, automated. Yeah.
Do the dial
Attention.
tone.
I'm not hitting the button. Look, I'm not hitting the button.
Attention, the preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of Lagging Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. Not that we're multi-streaming because it's broke. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're under 18, fuck off
And get bent.
and get bent.
Thank you. And of course, if you saw this QR code, that means you saw Nova's ass because it's already tattooed on his right butt cheek. And that is to do donations. Do donations. Words are hard. If you would like to give a PayPal cash donation, it is greatly appreciated. But apparently, I don't know how to spend Lagging Out money because when I spend it on Ultra for live streaming, it doesn't work. So, hello, Rith Hazard. Or I'm just going to call you Hazard because words are hard. Welcome.
That's our friend from class.
Oh, okay. Your class or mine?
Both.
Okay.
Hello, be sure to buckle in.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
And don't forget, when the ride is complete, take small children by the hair and please exit the ride. Enjoy the rest of your day here at the Magic Kingdom.
Whoa.
I'm about
What's
to
up,
type
Mojo?
something really fucked up in the chat, so brace
What's up,
yourself.
Mojo?
I might
And,
get banned
yeah.
for this. We'll see.
Yeah, we're on a lot of social media, but apparently Kick's a piece. It's not working well, so we'll try that next time. But neither is YouTube, so they can go get fucked. But anyways, that's our stuff there.
Could have been our day to get noticed on Kick. Way to go. Good job.
Yeah, sorry, Whittle Bears. We're not going to get the 3,000 subs yet, but we will soon. And then we can go to LA on vacation and go hang out with Whittle Bears, which Nova will hate. But yeah, you noticed something different about this panel this week. I actually added a Diablo 4.
I have not seen Pterodeath play Diablo 4 though.
He's on, well, you should. He's on Wednesdays at 5 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You should check him out there.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck?
Oh, I thought it was Tuesdays. Shit.
What's that?
I thought it was Tuesdays. Shit.
Oh, it is Tuesdays.
It's
Okay, you said
whatever.
Wednesdays.
Oh, sorry, Tuesdays. It is Tuesdays. Yeah,
Whew,
Tuesdays.
My
He did
sphincter
say it, yeah.
clenched.
Tuesdays, yeah. And I'm talking with Rogue Penguin to do a stream on Thursday in 2 weeks. It hasn't been confirmed. We're still discussing times and doing all that stuff.
Hey, Mojo, what's up?
So, Joe.
No, joke.
And I want to start off with, like, people are going to think this is bad news. This is actually good news. So Pink, formerly, she used to be called back in the day Pink Power Ranger when she was a younger streamer. She got diagnosed with cervical, uterine, and ovarian cancer.
Jesus.
Yeah, and she had surgery a couple of days ago, and I think the oncologist has claimed her cancer-free
Whoop.
for the third time. So hopefully that's the news by the time this hits YouTube on Wednesday. A little bit of context with Brooke, aka Pink. She was one of the oldest members of Lagging Out. She was actually on our second show back in 2013, and this is not her first bout with cancer. She first had skin cancer, had that removed. Second, she had breast cancer and had a double mastectomy, and this is the third round of cancer she's had.
My God.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but the good news is she's doing well, and she's going to be cancer-free, hopefully, because, quite frankly, she's running out of body parts. But
Right? Like,
let's
what
just hope, like, she's partnered on Twitch, and she definitely doesn't need our shout-outs. But if you want to go say hello to her, she's healing pretty well. I'm going to drop her link in there and just let her know that Lagging Out sent you. And if you're watching this in your bed, Pink, we love you, and you know I love you to death. You know, I know you kind of doing it on your own over there in Austin. But just want to know that we all love you over here. We hope you get well soon. And I think she texted me yesterday, and she said she's getting cleared to go home.
Sweet.
So she should be okay.
Yay.
So, good news. I think she said something, and everything I'm saying, just for full context, is public. So it is on her public and social. So it's not anything that no one already knows. It's just she's a friend and want to make sure she's okay. And there was one more thing I had to say about it, but I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, yeah, her daughter's there, so she's getting support from her daughter and all that stuff. So, so she should be good to go. Hopefully, no more cancer for her.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
It does. It does suck. And she's like a magician when she streams. It's just amazing. Like everything she touches turns to gold. It. I know this is a bad example. When she was on Mixer, she hit partner. When she's on Facebook, she got a deal with Facebook, and then she got another deal with Twitch. So she does exclusive streaming on different days on different platforms, and she's like hit partner and everything. I don't know how she does it. She's a fucking magician. I'm like, she's got to write a book because I'd buy it. Because it's like I don't know how she does it. It's amazing.
Boobs.
I know she has. What's that?
I said boobs.
Well, she doesn't have those anymore.
They
Oh.
will actually pay for free surgery if you would like
She-
breast implants afterwards.
She has them. She's not happy with them
Yeah.
because they
That-
fucked
yeah.
it up. It looked like they stuffed the pillow. She says it looks like they fucked up and stuffed the pillow wrong.
Oh
That's-
God.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Poor
that's what
woman.
she said. And like she was already very chesty beforehand. So, and like she's actually shown it on socials. She showed because there's no nipple. So she's shown them in public because they can't ban that because there's no nipple. Apparently Americans can't deal with nipples. But
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Maybe.
wow.
You can
I gotta clip
try.
that. I had to clip that twice. One for each boobie.
Nah. Yeah, Laverne and Shirley.
I mean, I'm happy with my implants. I mean,
Yeah. That's the one in the back of your head.
oh yeah, that's the one from Elon. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Forgot I
yeah,
got that in there.
Definitely has her. She should write a book. But again, she's public with getting her GED, and every time she writes me, I correct her grammar, and she gets so fucking mad. She's like, "Fuck you! I got a GED."
Wow.
I'm like, I go, your spelling is getting, your grammar is getting a lot better than it was like 10 years ago. I'm just gonna tell you that much, Pink. You're probably gonna say, "Fuck you, Chief." But
I would.
yeah, she's that's all I want to say. They nipped an artery. The surgeon nipped her. She lost a lot of blood.
Whoa.
And they had to clamp it down and sew it up and that sort of thing. That's what they said too. Again, public knowledge. Yeah, good enough diploma. It's good enough, man. Good enough, right? Whatever it takes.
Hey, I went to college and I still can't spell well.
We know we know people that can't write in complete sentences on the college level that teach
Uh-oh.
college. So I mean, we know people.
God, I should post the one that our friend sent us today from her student that's taken the entry level class the third time. They have to write a statement. She wrote a whole, paragraph and no punctuation.
Oh, like she was texting somebody.
Oh, it was so bad. And the last sentence was, "I live in a tent." I'm like, what? Why are you going to college? Why don't you fucking put a roof over your head? Like,
Right? Words are hard. That's why, like, I send stuff to Oni, and she's like, "You spelled that wrong. You use that in the wrong. You use that in past tense." Like, but Oni doesn't give herself enough credit. She's like, "No, I'm a Marine." I'm like, "No, you checked my spelling. You've actually went public, Oni, and said, why do you think when you sound like an idiot, who do you think makes you not sound like an idiot?"
Wait, I'm ready.
More or less, I'm paraphrasing, but
let me change over to female character real quick.
Hey, Oni, I have a really funny trivia question this week. You want to see it?
Okay.
Who'd we lose? We had to lose somebody.
Last week we found out McDonald's character Grimace is a taste bud. What did Chief think he was? A, the soda's hemorrhoid.
Fuck off.
B, the hump on Hero's back. I didn't know he wasn't going to be here. Or C, a herpes sore.
The fuck?
Your pictures.
Well, actually, it turns out, according according to someone who helped redesign Grimace, I literally just saw this on Instagram today. Don't quote me on it. Grimace was just a milkshake monster, not even a taste bud. So I don't know what the fuck to believe anymore. All I know is the less I see it, the better. But I am doomed because I see it all the time.
Uh-oh, I hit the
Shall
thinking
hunt
music and it was on the wrong... Now it's got to play the whole way because I can't find the button.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh no!
I just mute myself.
There it is.
All right. Well, first round. Dun 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 dun. Nintendo Direct, and someone went crazy with the clip art. There's things in here I've never seen or want to see again. What the fuck is this thing? What is this thing with the leaf on its head?
That's a Pikmin.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Pikmin?
That's a Pikmin. You've never seen a Pikmin?
No.
Holy shit!
It's like a booger.
Is that what my neighbors illegally grow in their basement? Because if
Yeah.
so, yes, I've seen that.
Maybe.
Send me some. I'll check it out.
It's me, a Wario, the fuck are you? You'll race straight up. You know that racist Mario videos like that we posted in 2016 or 2013, Oni? It still gets shares on our YouTube channel.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But
Explain.
Okay, so-
what is a Pikmin?
yeah.
Okay, Pikmin is a video game, and a Pikmin is it's like a little species of character. Consider them kind of like the old medieval version of fairies. They're little critters, and essentially the video game.
That's homophobic.
Don't quote me on this. It's been a very long time. Was essentially like, the world is destroyed, and now it's all little. It's coming back from the brink with little green critters and leafy people, and so you collect them, and you got to protect them and bring them back to your base, basically to let they do their thing or whatever. So it's kind of like, okay, here's an example. As far as more of Kodama in Princess Mononoke, or in Japanese lore and folktales, they're basically just like forest spirits. They're just signs that the ecosystem is healthy. So these Pikmin kind of just help rejuvenate plant life and stuff. They just look cute and do things.
Sweet.
They don't have
Kind of all they
mouths.
really have to do. They don't have to. Look, when you start getting into fae, fairies, yokai,
Homophobic.
rules go out the window.
Not a
Okay.
fairy. They're just entities that are able to exist.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They're just there. They're cute. That's all. That's like their main job.
Oh, okay.
And your job is to make sure they don't die. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
I don't know who was so stoned to say, hey, let's make this character. Let's not give him a mouth and put a fucking leaf on his head and just call it done. And is
Or
it
they
an old
probably
game?
saw someone in a morph suit. Oh yeah. Well, describe old. Are we talking like Atari old, or are we talking like turn of the
90s?
millennium old? Okay. Yeah, about that. I
Why? That
remember
makes sense.
because Badger and I, when we were littler, there
Littler.
was this shop. There's a store, and this might throw you back a bit. Comp USA.
Oh, wow.
That fucker doesn't exist anymore. Neither does Circuit City. But when we'd go with our parents out to the different shops and stuff, they'd let us, as long as both of us were together, they'd let Badger and I just kind of wander around the store sometimes. And especially with computers, we'd play on the video games. And one of the computers had one of the Pikmin games on it. This was probably oh my gosh, why are you saying Tamaguchi? That's cancer.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
Tama
I made him
egg.
Italian only Tamaguchi. I put 2 C's in there. He's
Yeah,
a Tamaguchi. He's a good guy. You know, he's a good guy. He gets the pepperoni and he goes to get the ricotta cheese and he's a Tamaguchi. Good. A lot of Japanese names sound Italian to me.
So I think it was Pikmin 4 was announced at the Nintendo Direct. Yes, if you give me a second, I've got the
What
Nintendo
is
Direct.
Nintendo Direct? Is that kind of like their online service?
No, Nintendo Direct is Nintendo's newsletter in a way, but it's more like a live stream of what's going on with Nintendo. They've been doing this for a couple of years now. It's partly why they're not really at a lot of conventions all the time, is because Nintendo Direct just does so well. They do have video screenings of it, but they also tend to send out like a newsletter kind of thing. And of course, Nintendo News posts what they have on their own website. Again, say what you want about Nintendo, with whatever opinions you've got. They have a very strong foothold in the market that they have. There's a reason why Sony and Xbox can barely hold a candle to how strong Nintendo is with their marketing and with their brand loyalty. So, with Pikmin, HD versions will be available for 1 and 2 on the Nintendo Switch. They've got games like Super Mario Brothers Wonder is going to be coming out. That is it looks like it's a new game from what I'm seeing. Yes. This is going to be a new game. Pre-orders began at the Nintendo Direct. So as of 2 days ago, that sale is live. They are bringing Super Mario RPG to the Switch this year. So they're bringing that one back with updated graphics. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is coming to the Switch. That was a 3DS release. So that was actually a sequel to the original Luigi's Mansion, which I didn't even know they had one at that point. A Princess Peach game was announced.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But there's not much info on that one, but we all know Nintendo likes to keep their cards close to their chest.
Aren't you proud I found that, not being a huge Nintendo fan? Aren't you proud of me for posting that in the Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, Oni. See, I'm going out of my comfort zone.
Pikmin 4 was announced, and it looks like they will have a new Pikmin. You can also design your Pikmin in this game, so yeah, that will be coming out. The HD versions of the first 2 Pikmin games are also going to be coming out for Nintendo Switch.
I'll make mine look like Oni and have like a little purple leaf on the top or a blue leaf on the top.
The Batman Arkham trilogy will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. You will have, for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, a 2-part DLC coming out.
Wow.
There is
a lot coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Is this like all like they're doing this? They're not doing this like in 1 month, right? They're doing this over.
Oh no,
a span
this is spread out throughout from
like they
the
have
end
planned
of
release
this year.
dates. Yeah.
Some of them do have planned release dates. Some of them are pre-order kind of things. So, for example, the Princess Peach game, that's slated for 2024, but no date is set and very little information was given, just that it was there. The 2-part DLC for Scarlet and Violet, they said part 1, the Teal Mask, planned release date of fall 2023. Part 2, the Indigo Disc, is 2023 winter, but you can pre-purchase it now and just have it sitting there. Detective Pikachu Returns is coming out, so that will be...
Why are there so many Nintendo games coming out so much?
Because Nintendo knows how to market, and some of it, remember, some of these are not new games, they are updated or re-releases for their current system. Detective Pikachu Returns looks like it's based off of the movie
Oh God.
because they're talking about partner with the tough-talking, coffee-loving Pikachu who calls himself a great detective to unravel multiple mysteries across Rhyme City. With the help of many other Pokemon, Tim Goodman and his talkative Pikachu partner work together to solve a series of mysterious incidents in a cinematic adventure game.
When they do stuff like that, it's kind of like making a copy of a copy of a copy when they start like changing medias like that. So the video game, like the Pokemon was a card game, right? Not a card game. No, it was essentially a show first, right?
It was a video game.
All right, it was a video game first, and it turned into a show. That was the sequence. I have a point here. And then it went to a movie. Now it's going back from a movie from the game. So like they're kind of I hate it when they go back and forth like this because it destroys the character. It destroys the game. It destroys everything about what made the original media so appealing. And I hate they go back and forth. Does anyone else see that as like watering it down and just trying to? It's making a copy of a copy. It's not always as good as the original. Or am I the only one on this? I like to bring Rogue Raven on this as well. And
Sorry.
Go ahead, Oni. Finish your thought, and then we'll bring it around.
This is a little different in my opinion because Detective Pikachu originally was a video game from like late 90s, early 2000s. The Detective Pikachu movie is completely separate. It uses the intellectual property of Pokemon, but it is not connected to anything regarding Pokemon lore. Because you have to remember, they also had manga. They've had multiple spin-off manga. They have the TCG. They've had spin-off video games, like Mystery Dungeon series, the Explorers, the Pokemon Ranger series, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. Pokemon as an IP.
He's like running down, like he's like doing like a Metroid thing. Except for Pokemon.
Trust me, Pokemon Game Freak struck gold with Pokemon. The reason why I consider this different than what you're talking about, although yes, I know what you're talking about, and there's a game on the tip of my tongue that I can.
Giggity.
I know there's a game that fits that. I just can't. It's gonna come to me in a couple moments, and I'll remember and go like, "Oh shit, yeah, that's what I was thinking about." Detective Pikachu, the movie, is separate from the Detective Pikachu game. It's separate from most of the lore. It does follow.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Certain parts, but it is not a photocopy. In this, I would consider with this video game, this looks more like either a sequel or continuation of the movie without ruining any of the source materials. So I consider it a little different.
Okay.
Because it's not pulling from the original lore, it's pulling from the lore that they had, which actually for what it was,
I get it.
was
yeah, you're recycling the same stuff. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's different from the entire lore. It's just basically the property and not canon is what you're saying.
Well, they made their own canon. They made their own canon because, again, when you have an IP like Pokemon and it's been around for as long as it has, there's going to be some changes. But when you take it as it is, it works. But then when you transfer, we'll see how it transfers back because now this is a game based on the movie. But we'll see. I don't know if Ryan Reynolds will be in it. I think that would be fucking hilarious, but I doubt
I
that.
hope so.
Do you have Mint Mobile for your cell phone service?
No.
That's the Ryan Reynolds.
He just sold Mint Mobile for like $1.7 billion or something. I thought so.
Yeah. He did that a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he bought a soccer team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Soccer's so popular in the United States. But yeah, Soda, Raven, comments?
I mean, I think they're kind of saturating the market a lot because they have that algorithm down. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of Pokemon. Like I have two Cubone skulls on my body. And I love the original lore of it and stuff. But it would be interesting to see Game Freak do something else with it. Like maybe do yeah, I don't even fucking know. I'm not a creative person. But
I
I think
can't think good.
I don't think good. It's Friday.
I don't think good.
But I do think it's a little bit a lot of oversaturation because I don't know if it's the same down in your guys's hemisphere, but up here they still have to like monitor how many Pokemon cards are being sold because people are just buying them out left and right for some reason. Like it became a thing again. And with the games, themselves, I would like to see it change just a little bit. I get that the point of it is to be this character that travels through, catches Pokemon and stuff, but it's very repetitive after a certain point. And I'm kind of surprised they haven't gotten more backlash on that than they have. But, what do I know?
I just always thought it was funny when Jesse and James is like, Jesse, and then he'd go, James. and Oni I was like, he's gay, right? And like Oni's like, no, he's not gay. I'm like, he acts gay. It's like, no, he's that's totally from the show, but it's a completely different character. And he's actually doesn't have that attitude. And what was it, Oni? I can't remember what you were describing Team Rocket. You were saying all the other teams sucked. I know that, but what was as far as
yeah,
Jesse
definitely.
Yeah.
With Jesse and James, they come from two very different backgrounds. Jesse was an orphan.
Yeah.
And had to survive on her own. James was from a very affluent family, and he just bristled at the snobbery. So he had everything he wanted, but he was never happy. Jesse never had anything and was obviously still not happy. So they actually hated each other, but then they started working together and they worked well as a team. But in the manga, one of the original manga series, they got married.
Oh, so it's like a snooty attitude. So it's like, I'm better.
I think that's how it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
All right.
It
Makes
sounds
sense.
like what happened
He's
with the. Sorry, go ahead, Oni.
No, you're good. Please.
I was gonna say it kind of sounds like this is what the Orin High School host club happened. Like if it had gone all wrong, they would have been Team Rocket.
I always, in my
James-
head, I'm laughing in my head. It's like, Jesse, James. And I'm like, oh my. And I always laugh because I think it's so, he sounds
No, you
like
have
so.
to.
It's so
More often than
I'm
not,
laughing
Jesse
for the
and
wrong
James,
reasons.
well, they cross-dressed all the time. Jesse would dress as a guy. James would dress as a woman. He's why there's a Pokemon episode that's banned. Everyone knows about the Porygon episode, but
I mean-
not everyone knows about why James got an episode banned.
My huge gaydar went off with him when he had the half shirt. It's not 1983. It was the 90s. Like that half
Well, that
shirt,
shit's
like
coming
football
back,
stuff was
though.
like an athletic jock thing.
It's
But in the
coming back.
90s, it was a completely different connotation. What was that, Soto?
I said it's coming back though.
It's coming back. Oh God, no! It got like my
Yep.
beer gut hanging out.
Well, it's
I'm
not meant
gonna
for fat
stream in
people
a
like
netted
us.
shirt, a half shirt, with a tank top, a pink tank top underneath, and listen to flock of seagulls as I stream.
Picture Fabio on a roller coaster getting hit by a seagull.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Lol.
Oh, Rio's here. What's up, Rio?
Hey, Rio.
And thanks for inviting me to your game. No, actually, you came into my game and we couldn't hear each other in Call of Duty. He's like, he could hear me, unfortunately, and I couldn't hear him.
The net shirt has to be neon yellow.
Oh, neon yellow, not pink? Because I used to wear pink a lot.
Of course you did.
I was secure in my masculinity. So, but yeah, a lot of games. Like if you have, that's going to cost me a lot of money because my nephew has a Nintendo Switch. So
Yeah,
be
and
fair-
that was only a smidge of the list. The list kept going.
kept going
And going.
Yeah.
and going like this topic.
And
There-
you know,
There were
sorry, go ahead.
no. You're good, please.
And just to go to James's defense, he's not bad. He's just drawn that way.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Like Jessica Rabbit.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Jessica Rabbit was awesome.
With her booby trap.
Daddy.
Not patty cake.
Not patty cake. I wish my
Yeah,
kid liked Nintendo. Yeah.
Get you a woman like Jessica Rabbit. Loyal, funny, sweet.
Yeah, Oni.
Well, I'm like Roger.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
I feel bad because some people feel like I'm actually quality. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I came out of the garbage can outside the back at
I
work.
like where this is going.
We throw away some pretty bad shit. So why is this not closing? Stop honking your fucking horn!
Whoa.
I'm like, who hit the crickets? That was me.
No, someone has a fucking horn going on. I want to. I swear, if they honk that motherfucker one more time.
I know
In
you love
other
where you
news-
live. Yeah. Go ahead.
In other news, Baja Blast is back in stores. So that's my happy sound. Okay.
Other people drink expensive wine. Some people like a nice scotch. Oni waits for Mountain Dew Baja Blast to come back in the stores.
And buys 500 cases.
No.
That's why
I'm still
it is
working on-
in our Amazon wish list, right next to the Fabuloso.
Oh God.
If anyone buys that, I will get your number and I will end you.
Oh, it's already on the wish list. It's already there.
Yeah.
they have the
And if someone
have
orders
the
it,
scented.
we'll end them.
They have the scented.
No, you won't.
They have the. She's like, I dare you.
Come at me, bro.
It's okay. I'll just unscrew one piece of your computer. I'll just like unscrew one of the fans.
Oh no, whatever will I do?
No, have you seen what happens to Chieftain's computers? Heaven
That is
forbid.
true. And the RAM.
One speck of dust is out of place. It just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
refuses to work. It's more delicate than his feelings.
He's
We're gonna
cursed.
do it. We're gonna do a children's book called Chieftain's Ram.
Don't ever buy
Chieftain
RAM
has-
from Chieftain.
It was not ready. Oh God, water.
Put it in my computer. Yeah, it's like, nah, fuck you. Came
Yep.
from Chieftain, not working.
Nothing works. Oh my god! I guess we're doing my from the slides I have. My segment is up now.
Oh,
That's pretty interesting. So let me hit the button that I haven't hit in a long time. Where is it? There it is.
It's been 84 years.
Pepperidge family members.
Petridge.
I'm the chieftain, bitch. Campers. I'm the chieftain, bitch.
Fuck to give? Pepperidge family members.
I wanna do it. I wanna do the shot kind of like on a one shot here. Camper's Corner. So it's going to be this is I don't know if you've ever been reading. Have you guys read the Eric July's like stream on Twitter last week? It's all about like fitness and stuff. He's like, I don't talk to fat people and that stuff. Like he's just like, because these people are just attacking him for being black and doing this, and like they're attacking his whole ISOM 2 thing. Like he's donating books to charity and they're giving shit about him, but he's like, I don't talk to fat people. Like he's just doing it to fuck with them, and it's funny. So I'm gonna make a list because he says there's no reasons for being fat. And I says yes, there are reasons to be fat, Mr. July. There are reasons to being fat. He's like in today's day and age, there's no excuse. So this is meant to be a joke. It's coming. I don't want to say it's coming on in a bad place and that sort of thing, but I want to make it perfectly clear. There are some reasons. And again, I haven't read. Let me just put the. Let me put this in the top. Make it look like a TV show. Come on. Oh,
Please hold
didn't
for
work.
in-screen adjustments.
right.
might be here a while.
There we go. So now it looks like There we go. Here's the news. There we go. There are reasons to be fats. Here are other reasons of being fat. Reason number 1, medical issues. If you have bad knees, you have glandular problems, you can't eat certain foods. You work 2 or 3 jobs. You're, I don't know, maybe missing a limb. Maybe you're blind. Maybe you have no cartilage in your knees like Hero. Maybe you have a bad back like me. Maybe you're getting older and your metabolism is not as good as it used to be in the age of 33, Mr. July. That's full context. Mr. July runs every morning, does his same running routine workout that he did in a collegiate level, and God bless him for that. I'm too fat for that. I can't run. My knees and my back would hurt, and I look like a baby giraffe with a refrigerator on his back. So medical issues is number 1. I guess this one would be better. I don't like how that one looks. Number 2, fast food is delicious. All right.
Wow.
I love me some, I don't know, chicken from Popeyes or a double quarter pounder with cheese, or, you know, go to Panera Bread and get one of those special grilled cheese sandwiches that Oni loves. And you could feel like a fat lard, just like in the clip that Oni said before. Fast food is great, and it's accessible, and you need it every day.
And cheap.
Also, and cheap. I have a Dairy Queen right near me, and a blizzard is always calling my name.
Their ice cream machine works, but McDonald's doesn't.
No.
Right. The cookies and cream blizzard for the win for me.
That sounds really good right now. But
Yeah, same here.
DoorDash.
DoorDash. Someone knocking on my door. Thank you so much. Number 3. In this economy, it is impossible just to have one job and just to pay all your bills, right, Soda?
Don't get me started.
So working too much is my number 3. So if you're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, I'm not getting up at 4 in the morning to run my fat ass on a treadmill and then doing weights.
Yeah.
I am not an athlete, nor will I pretend to be. And then, of course, Nova's going to call me out eating potato chips. You can go fuck yourself, Nova.
Oh.
I was eating banana chips and he was giving me shit. So, yeah, working too much. Just like Rogue Raven's like, I'm working so much, I want to die. Nova's like,
I mean, yeah.
Raven was saying that. Yeah, I'm not far off, right? So you're working your ass off because everyone's an idiot. You got to do that work for them, probably.
Well, yeah. Well, kind of. Meh.
Like I always tell, it's like I can't be the bar for intelligence around here. Like when I'm working.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have
Like,
learned that if you set
Not
the
here,
bar,
but at work. Well, go ahead.
sorry, I have just you know those Snapple, like, or Nantucket Island, you would take off the lid and you would, like, there's a fun fact underneath.
Yeah.
So Jones does the same thing, and for some reason this
Oh,
this dumbass thing stuck with me. And it was like, if you set the bar low enough, you can just roll over it.
Oh, that's so great.
And for some reason that
That's
just reminded me
genius.
of it.
Oh, that's a great point. Maya says stress is a legit reason for not being able to lose weight. It's funny, when I'm high stress and I'm working a lot, I tend to lose weight. When we weighed ourselves last week, I lost like 2.5 pounds just from the stress.
Mm.
So just driving Orlando, working there for 5 hours, and driving an hour back, and then doing an hour at the gym. Like when I was done, I just crashed. Like I fell asleep like for 45 minutes at home. But yeah, stress can either make you lose weight or gain weight. I actually gained weight this week. So I don't understand that because my portion counts are lower. But yeah, working too much is number 3. Running and doing weights takes work. It's too much fucking work. I don't want to go there, pick shit up, pick shit down for 45 minutes, and then run my fat ass on the treadmill for another 30 and do another 3.5 miles. It's too much work. I can go home and watch Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all, bitch.
I gotta catch my balls. I mean, gotta catch them all.
Blech.
I sit on my balls.
Whoa.
You get to that age, you sit on your balls.
Oh, that
No.
shit hurts. That hurts. Not gonna lie.
I can't say the same.
I think I have one that I set on once, and it just hasn't came back up yet.
Wow.
Came
Good thing you
back
have
up
3
or
of them.
back down?
I lost one in the war, so
You lost.
The
Decent-
Emu War.
The
yeah,
emu wall, yeah.
fucking
That
Australians
they lost
couldn't
twice.
deal with the fucking emus. We had to go help them.
Reasons to be
Well,
fat.
because
Oh, I thought we were done.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
no,
Go.
no, it's stupid. Well, because they didn't understand how emus work, and they lost the war twice. So, yeah.
Nova.
Where's Nova?
Nova's
He's in the
putting, like, a
chat.
little
Don't
emoji
worry.
there.
Lol.
I've recently started yoga. I can tell the difference in my strength. Yeah, yoga is supposed to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
DDP yoga. It's good for us.
DDP yoga.
Oh,
Yeah, Diamond Dallas Page
for
yoga, man.
old
That's the way to
people.
go. Number 5, if you're married, there's a rule. When a man gets married, you don't have to work out anymore. You can get fat. There's a rule for that.
Wow.
So if you're married, no more working out. Just get fat. You already got her. Don't have to do anything. You don't have to try hard.
Yeah.
Number 5.
And then they leave you, then you got to lose all the weight again.
Now that's why you have a prenup.
Oh well, they still. Well, that
Yeah.
doesn't that doesn't help you with your weight.
That's true.
Naps.
And number 6, I hinted at this before. Naps are awesome. Who doesn't, as an adult, who doesn't like to take naps when they like come home like for like 30 minutes? You know, take a nap. When you're working out, you can't take a nap. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't even wait until I'm home. I just take a nap when I'm working.
You just take a nap when you're working, right? There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those naps are great. So you the big spoon or little spoon, Raven?
Well,
Well, my desk is bigger than me, so I'm the
I would
little
hope
spoon.
so. Otherwise, there's another issue. Maybe that's not a good reason to be fat if you're bigger than your desk, right?
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you. I haven't cuddled with anyone in a long time. So
Yeah.
oh,
Aw.
what?
me
Number
either.
6 is mine. Mojo's number 6 is mine. So those are my reasons. Sorry. List of reasons to be fat. Nap on the drive home. Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't have to drive on I-4. You need just to go all the way up to Flagler. You take fucking Williamson all the way up, dude. You can take a nap there. He's got a friggin' auto car or some shit.
Oh,
Thank you for. Oh, and he's like, thank you for coming to Chieftain's TED Talk. Well, right after your TED Talk about Pokemon, I figured I had to show you up. So.
Pew pew.
You're taller than me. What else do you have to show up?
Don't ask that question, Oni.
Uh-oh.
Why would you ask that question?
That's true.
Because if I were so insecure, I wouldn't be in Chieftain's position.
Bottom?
No comment.
No,
Hmm?
I'm the power top. So does a power bottom.
I'd rather
Oh.
be. I mean, I would rather be on the bottom. I'm not gonna lie.
So in closing, it's not a dad bod. It's a father figure.
That's right.
And that's from the Honey Badger. That's not my line. That was hers.
I wouldn't know. My dad didn't stick around long enough.
Oh, no. He
good
went for
job.
cigarettes. He went for cigarettes and milk and never came back.
Yeah.
So how long before you realized it was your fault that he left?
Oh, he did blame me.
Yeah.
Wow, what a dick.
No, he didn't blame me.
Wow.
Badger and I openly say this, but we would be happy to share our parents with anyone who would like to have some really cool parents. Our mom and dad are awesome. You want humor, you want life skills, you want someone who's going to be a really good supporter, who cheering you on in the background, giving you life advice, or someone just to vent to and keep it real. That's my parents, and they're also both a little nerdy to some extent. My mom loves movies. And my dad is a huge reader, so he loves books and everything. But he also
Nerd.
He also sees some of the quirky stuff as well. So, yeah, my parents are nerds, and they got us started on our nerd trip. So
I heard your dad over your sister's mic the other night.
And he sounds like this. He sounds like Satan's brother. He's got a very, very low voice.
my dad's. I wouldn't say he sounds like Satan's brother. My dad sounds awesome though. But
he's got his voice is very baritone.
I'd say low tenor, high baritone.
Yeah.
Because I have heard some very baritone voices, but Yeah, my dad's got a.
How
mean,
you
you know, he's
doing,
6
Rogue
foot.
Raven?
He's 6'5". He's a tall man. It's, he's gonna have a little bit of a.
So
I'm
that's where you
sorry.
get your height from.
Your dad is 6'5".
And they're
Yeah.
4'5".
Sorry, I
so-
just went total Valley Girl on that. But
No,
what?
you're good. No, it's hilarious because you see my dad, and then you see my mom, and then you go, yeah, that makes sense because she's the Japanese one, so she's 5 feet tall, 4'11" and a half if you ask my dad. So the Japanese genes were not going to lose to his Scotch Irish ancestry. The Asian genes unfortunately were like, yeah, no, they're not going to get taller. Yeah, I stopped hoping for that around high school. I was like, yeah, it's clearly not happening.
We'll
She
make
gets
up
her
for that
temper.
with anger and aggressiveness.
Pretty much. I mean,
Right.
the plus side is I can still shop in the kids section and save a shit ton of money in certain ways.
Right?
Yeah.
Shoes.
Or I can.
Shoes.
She's Scotch Irish. That's where she gets her temper, her height from her mom, and I think she's Jewish, and so she's cheap.
I'm not
kidding.
Jewish.
I know.
If
I'm
I'm
just kidding,
Jewish,
but it
that's
would go.
news to me.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. Don't cancel
Kinda
us.
like you.
Yes.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, Maya's in here, so
Yeah. Well,
My ex-husband is 6'6" and is nowhere near baritone. He's a beanpole. Well, you know what, Mojo? I'm still getting over the fact that you're 5'10".
whoa.
Yeah.
I'm 6'4". I told you guys when Hero came over, he's like, I'm 6 feet tall. I walk over, I'm like 2 inches taller than him. I'm like, you fucking liar.
Wait,
He starts laughing. I'm like, dude, you're not 6, you're 6'2". I'm like, no, you're 5'10".
Denial ain't just a river in Egypt.
Yeah, right. I'm 6'1" at my best, but my blown disc is degenerating at like they're like, wow, that disc is degenerating fast, but I'm not losing height for some reason. I don't know why. Weird.
That sounds like it could actually be a really, really bad thing.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
the
what.
inflammation.
Yeah.
Inflammation, or it's calcifying,
Yes.
Ooh,
or
yeah.
ossifying would be the term. Now let's also remember here. Let me. I
Don't
just want to
fucking
say this.
scare me now. It's like you're fucking dying, and
No,
You're not-
you wouldn't die from it. It
technically-
just hurt.
Look,
Wow.
technically, after the age
I
of
got nerve
25,
damage. I
your
can't do
body is
shit.
degenerating faster than it is actually being repaired. So technically, once you hit 25, you start actively dying. That's technically the science behind it. It's fine, folks. It's normal. But I just want to say this for anyone in the chat.
Reassuring.
If you're looking for comfort from me, we have script past the
I
bottom
have
of
a
the barrel.
really
This
great
is the dirt.
family. They're supportive, but I am an
Give us
asshole.
a fucking.
Pretty much.
That's the Scotch Irish in me.
So,
Thanks. Soda.
so I just want to say this, just to bring comfort out there to anyone who might be feeling a little bit insecure. If you are not happy with something about yourself, that is perfectly normal. Everyone has something, that at least something that they're insecure about. And you know what? Just because you're not 6 feet tall does not mean you're undesirable. So
Welcome
don't
to
listen to
Debbie
social
Downer
media.
section of Lagging Out Live.
No, this is the positive section of Lagging Out Live. Do not get Debbie Downer because you are not a 6 foot tall plus dude, or because you are a 6 foot tall plus woman. That's okay if you're not. I have been in relationships with people who were below 6 feet tall. I don't see what makes it so different when you suddenly get someone who is 6 feet tall. I don't fucking care. And if they're a quality human being, they won't either. Because your height, barring surgery or things suddenly not being there, it's not going to change. Your character will define you. Your height will not. So keep doing what you're
Yeah,
doing.
because when I go to a club, a woman's looking at me because of my fucking character. Let's check out the character on that guy.
Yeah, right.
I love his
Well,
character.
maybe
I'm gonna go fuck him.
Whoa.
How many women have you been in relationships with that haven't worked out that you've met at the club?
Considering
Oh, I
he's
never met a
single.
woman at a club I dated
That is, yeah.
or at a party. Like
If you-
when I'm
if
at
you
the
go
club,
to- yeah.
that's another thing. Like women can get away with so much shit at the club. I was dancing and a girl like came in and just grabbed my dick right on the dance floor and nothing happens. But if a
I've heard
dude does
stories
the
like that.
same thing, like it's happened to me more
Oh.
than one occasion, and they're
Any
impressed. Not gonna
dream.
lie, I was chubbing up, but grower not a shower. But like me, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm drunk. I don't give a shit. As long as you're born a girl and you're grabbing me down there, you're fine. But dude does it, I'm gonna get triggered because I'm straight. But what were you gonna say, Oni?
Don't go grabbing people if they are not expecting it.
No, especially
Yeah,
if a
that-
boyfriend
to
wasn't around.
yourself.
So
Yeah, I've literally seen two people have coitus in front of me at a club, and it was horrifying.
yeah,
What
I mean,
the fuck?
Yeah, and like it was like within our group of friends too. They were dating,
Oh,
and we
jeez.
look over,
ooh.
and we're just like, "Are they doing?" Yep.
I got as far as third base in a club. I've never banged a girl in a club. I third base, yeah, but not full on coitus.
Thank you. For
I know
coming to
I know I'm
Hans.
fucking gross. I know.
Thank you for coming to Han Solo's Sex Talk. Our next guest is Dr. Ruth.
Oh God.
Now
Dr.
we're going
Ruth?
to put the penis.
Like half our audience like
In
who's
the
Dr.
vagina.
Ruth?
It is very natural.
Hey, we got 11 people in here, so
12. Yeah.
so thank you for everyone for stopping by. If you have,
Thank you for everyone for stopping by. Make sure you shave your balls.
I like
Whoa.
dive bars. Yeah.
We do have some manscapes on our Amazon, so
We do?
I put them on there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I should have known that a day before. Got fucking 5 o'clock shadow now.
Yeah, everybody is insecure about something about themselves, except for me. I'm fucking perfect.
Of
Um,
course. That goes without saying.
Obviously. That's why I never show my face. And
Why? You're pretty.
thanks. But I've literally been thinking about Little Debbie's ever since you said Debbie Downer. So, what's your favorite Little Debbie product?
Oh, God.
It's true.
There's also a Lush for a Rogue Revan on the wish list.
Is it really?
No.
Okay.
If you guys don't know what that is, go
Negative.
look it up. We're not the right stream for that. There are certain streams that are activated by Bluetooth and tips, and that thing vibrates, and yeah, it's a whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
take
the
one of
little
those too.
pink with a knob on it. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Soda knows because he's on Adult Friend Finder all the time. So just kidding. He's not on Adult Friend Finder.
Just
He's
for
not
record.
on there, Badger. I'm just kidding.
No, I said I was. I just didn't use it. So,
Yeah,
Back when I was.
I paid for 3 months for that shit. It's all fake people, dude.
Oh yeah. Most of that. Shit
I
is.
tried it. It's fake. I'm like, my full disclosure, my membership's up July 3rd. There's no one real on that site.
Are
I'll
we
stick to
though,
E-
honey?
eHarmony.
eHarmony worked once. It's
It worked when I was
expensive.
younger. It doesn't work now.
You
I
can
don't
find
know
I
it-
that-
have 7 kids.
Do
And
you remember that commercial with the old dude on it?
Yeah, the
Where
guy
you
who
go-
created it.
Yeah. He probably doesn't have. He probably sold that shit for.
Yeah.
At least we're not trying Ancestry.com like the state of Alabama.
Or he
Yeah.
went-
it's-
he
Oh my
went-
God.
He might have been
Doesn't
on that
Virginia have
submarine.
more incest cases than Alabama?
I don't know. I just
You
know,
know-
and there's a lot of states that will not support abortions, even if it is incest. That's all I know.
I know there was some OBGYN I was overheard on the news that left Idaho and went to Minnesota. It's like, I can't give proper care to my
Patient.
patients. So she just flat out moved. I'm like, you flat out moved for, okay. You do you.
I
Like,
almost said
there's a lot of people
customers.
leaving other states for similar reasons. Not so much for abortion, but for other political reasons. So, I mean, if you don't like where you live, move. If you don't feel like you're being fairly treated, move. Then fine. You know? So there are extremes on both ends, and that's where stupidity lives.
Mm.
So,
So how about Disney?
yeah, so how about Disney? Speaking of non-political stuff, oh, wait a second. Once we don't want to talk about that, Disney just pulls us right back in. We're not talking about Elemental's non-binary character because nobody cares. No one cared about the film, so no one's going to care about that. So Legacy animators snubbed by Disney because Legacy was a bunch of ex-Disney animators. Am I correct, Oni?
I'm sorry, repeat that question?
Legacy animation. It was a bunch of Disney animators that created
No,
their
no,
own,
no, no.
or is this am I getting that confused?
It might just be a misprint or something. So what I was specifically reading was that. Sorry, my phone is acting a little weird. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, back. The original animations done by Walt Disney Studios. So we're talking like Steamboat Willie era animation.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got them confused. Okay.
In order to revitalize them or I don't want to say update, but re-release them with a more clean look.
Yeah.
Because of how this works, you're essentially undoing what made animation and what makes animation so special. So by upping by trying to put it to like these 4K, HD, 8K things, you're essentially taking away everything that made that animation so special. All the flaws, all the details, it's going to get blended over. So, I mean, will it look smoother? I'm sure it probably will. But if I wanted it smoother, why not just remake the whole thing with modern technology? And the problem with this is that there's a huge concern of not just undoing what the original animation was, but losing what the animation was in the first place, especially for a modern audience. If you don't have copies of some of this old stuff, you may not be able to access it again. And again, the idea of smoothing things over to the point where it is almost unrecognizable from the source material or from the original is an issue. The imperfections, the
Wabi-sabi?
Whoa.
I don't know what that is.
I thought that was a Japanese word for the beauty in flaws. I got that from King of the Hill. Is that not a real Japanese word?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, whoa.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. Well, there was two stoners that said it.
I'm going to ask you a question. I mean this dead serious. Are you taking Japanese lessons from an American TV show with two characters who are stoners?
Yes, absolutely.
Erica.
I'm going to even see if that's even a word. Let me see if I can pretend to guess how that's even spelled.
While you're saying that, I can talk about the...
W-A-B-I.
Might be an Urban Dictionary word.
Oh, God. Don't
So
do that.
if it's Urban Dictionary, I'm not touching that with a 50-foot pole.
Yeah, do not look up
Soda.
Blastoise on Urban Dictionary.
Let's look up munging.
Okay. According...
Cleveland Steamer.
Magma,
Ugh.
the reason why is because I only know a smidge of what Urban Dictionary has, and I'd really rather not.
Let's
Okay,
pull up-
according to Wikipedia, again, take it with a grain of salt, it's Wikipedia, but fuck you. In traditional Japanese aesthetics, wabi-sabi is a world view centered on the acceptance of transience and imperfection. Okay. So, yes, the term is real.
Yes!
And
I
in
do
that
take
case,
it from TV.
of what I know, of what I've just heard, yes. Because the human hand, with the type of technology available, that was what it was for a reason. There are a lot of historical details in that made it possible. So by trying to update it with these digital methods, you're essentially stripping it of its character. You are taking away everything that made it special.
The way they're doing it, Oni, is some AI is involved, and what they're doing is like the same argument was made with them converting it from film to digital, and like they were worried about like losing the scratches and the sketches. Let's say like Fox and the Hound or the the aristocrats, like you're talking about the sketch quality being smooth over. That's not necessarily going to happen. They've done it a lot before, and I've seen a lot of stuff in the technology on LinkedIn.com. I see it a lot where they take footage that was hand cranked like during 1918, like they said, the streets of New York, 1918.
And
they what they did is they did a 60 frame a second cleanup, changed the timing, and there wasn't anything that was wrong with it. They cleaned up the scratches and they cleaned everything up, and it looks just like it did before, but they filled in some of the stuff that like was lost in the original film, like say like the color of someone's jacket or the sky that day or that sort of thing. So there are some, it depends on who reproduces it and who's going to do it, Oni. But I've seen a lot of technology, AI and knots, that does a really, really good job with that. So like you're saying it might take away from that. I'm going to say it's like just going to enhance it. Like they did that with the original Star Wars, converted to Laserdisc. This is the fix with the CGI stuff. So what they did is they did like a little bit of a cleanup. They put it to Laserdisc, and it looks just as good as it did before. It's just in a larger format. So you're going to 248K. It's gonna look really good, and it's not going to take away from the whole feel of the other one. Does that make sense?
I think so. I guess for me, it's just the idea of
change.
I mean, yes, but more specifically, it's going to show its age, and that's kind of the whole point.
I got you.
You know, I guess to put it in a different way, this might be a bit of a long shot, but I'm going to go with it. My vehicle, it's old.
Very
Still
old.
runs. It's great. I love it. I could get a Jeep that does the same thing, and it looks better, but it's still a Jeep, but I still like the original. You know, yes, it's a little older. Yes, you can see some of the errors, or you see some of the marks that make it, that prove it was made by a human with the technology, and I like that. I like seeing the character in that. It's kind of like, it's like seeing a flaw on, let's say, a book or in a painting. It makes you realize that whomever did this was human, and that matters. And it makes the piece itself have a story of its own as well, separate from the artist. So, and especially when it comes to things that were so early on in the history of these crafts. Yeah, I like the idea of leave it alone, transfer it over so that you can share it with other generations, but maybe don't try to touch it up. Leave it as is. That's what made it charming. You know, and especially when you go back to look at these, if you're going to teach art history, for example, I want to be able to reference what it looked like way back when. Maybe, you know, it's going to look a little different.
That's why they do cleanups for the Sistine Chapel. That's why they do cleanups on oil paintings that are 300 years old. It's because they're so dirty. Yeah. You can't appreciate what they saw back then because there's so much soot and shit on it. So this is just not so much. Go ahead.
But what's the soot and shit on these animations, once it's on the reel,
wear and tear from watching it over and over again, and the original archives being slowly dissipated. When they did the cleanup for the original Star Wars Episode 4, the original film was destroyed. It was like the acid in the film destroyed the film. They had to do a whole cleanup on that. Almost the whole movie. They had to restore the whole movie because if you were to play it through, it would just get destroyed. So they had to go in there. They had to restore a lot of that stuff because it's 40 fucking years old. I'm 47. I'm breaking down, but I can only imagine the film. You know, so that's what we're doing. That's what they're doing here. Because if you keep it the original size, you know, TVs are getting more like you can't tell a 4K between an 8K. I don't give a fuck who you are, but
I
they're
barely
only doing
tell
it
with the
for
HD
money.
and 4K. Holy shit!
What's that?
I can barely tell between HD and 4K. Aside from the price tag, holy shit.
Yeah, I have a 20-year-old TV. Literally, I'm using for the show to my left. It's still good. Like you're saying that same premise. They're like, oh, you should get another TV. I'm like, why? This one works. There are scratches on it from me moving in 3 different states in 3 years, but it still works. That I understand your point. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. And I understand cleaning things in terms of, hey, look, this is literally falling
Jump in
apart.
any time, guys.
But
go ahead.
I worry that with the quality of what the original animation is, that will be lost. And I'm going to say it outright. I don't trust Disney to not try to hide things. Look, it's part of your history. I'm not saying you have to be proud of it.
Are you looking for
But
dicks in the castle and the Little Mermaid or something like stuff like
no, I mean like Song of the South.
Oh.
A movie that they've tried to hide that they made because they were so ashamed of it. Here's
You
the
mean
thing.
the one that the guy who played it won an Academy Award for acting and best song? That Song of the South?
Zippity Doodah. Zippity Doodah, yes.
That won an Academy Award.
Here's the thing. They try to hide these things, and I understand being ashamed of certain bits of your history, especially when you look back on it and you go, that was really ignorant of me. But you didn't know any better.
No, you're putting you're applying today's standards to yesterday's values. And that
Exactly.
is not being intellectually honest with the footage that they did back in the day. And I can't stand when people do that too. It's just it makes them sound so stupid when they try to sound so righteous. Like don't
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think the thing
Exactly.
is though, with Disney, like if you look back at some of the old like Mickey Mouse Club stuff, you know, that's still in black and white. Like they put disclaimers on there now that's saying, you know, this is not representative of how we feel now, but they keep the original content because it was
Right.
accurate of the time. It doesn't make it any, you know, obviously we look back now, we're like, holy shit, that was really like,
That's
that was
fucked
not
up, right?
that was not good. And you know, it's really interesting because I think there's a difference in between, like, from what Oni was saying, yes, she has her car, it's old. There's a difference between having something old and taking care of it and performing preventative maintenance, as opposed to something being old and being left there to rot, kind of like how the Star Wars film was doing because it's on film. So there's nothing wrong with taking care of something to keep it intact. I will never fucking understand why Hayden Christensen is at the end of Return of the Jedi instead
I don't
of
understand
the
that.
original.
Don't get me fucking started with
Dude,
that.
it's I don't even. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Right.
But I think it's interesting because as long as there are
Time out,
originals
Badger.
around, oh, pineapple on pizza. As long as there are the originals around for now, like you have the originals, I don't think there's anything wrong with putting them in, digitizing them, you know, to make them appear more appealing, but still not taking away the originality of it. Because even though you might not be able to see the difference between 4K and 8K or HD and 4K, you can definitely see a difference from SD to HD.
Definitely.
And there's that,
especially in porn.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
love that 4K porn. It's great.
I try to
I'm sorry, was that out loud?
I try to pause Rescue Rangers to see the porn scene in the window, and I can never do it on an old TV. That's true. That does happen.
Or the Jessica Rabbit frame that wasn't colored in all the way and you can see her cooch.
So speaking of timeless things that have not been fixed, this is on Disney Plus, and it makes me laugh and drives me crazy at the same time. If you're not a fan of musicals, this is not for you.
Hello, Frisco.
So it's actually Hello, Dolly. The opening scene starts paused and then color shoots out from the center, like to colorize it. But then if you watch the people walking, some of them are walking really fucking weird. Like they think they're going to be slowed down in post production, and so
Oh,
they
really?
just look weird walking. Yeah.
Oh
So if you want to
no.
watch something funny, just watch that. Some people are
Hello
watching.
Dolly? Which
Yes.
one? There's like
the
10,000
Barbara
of them.
Streisand one. The Barbara Streisand
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Streisand one.
It's hilarious. Other people are walking completely normal, and then you just see these people high stepping knees to chest.
Oh my god.
It's great. So
It's like I watched Fiddler on the Roof and I love the ending.
yeah,
I'm kidding.
yeah,
Bolshevik Revolution. People don't know that, you heathens. Anyways.
yeah. But yeah, I think there will always be things that are left imperfect. However, they're
Wabi sabi.
yes, and they are just amping it up to keep up with the technology that we have.
Yeah. And I think Oni was mentioning something too, like they keep on doing that as well, just to hold on to copyright.
They might, yeah, that makes sense.
So
Do you think they'll at least leave the as unaltered a version as possible on there? Or do you think they would be the type to remove it?
Well, I think it depends because they've definitely removed episodes of The Simpsons.
yeah.
And
Bugs Bunny as well.
Bugs Bunny. And to
The
to
Hitler
be
one?
fair, Bugs
Simpsons.
Bunny was incredibly violent for a show back
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
It
day.
was.
But
but
it's like
he
Johnny
was
Bravo.
making- Well,
Like-
Johnny Bravo, that's true too, yeah.
Like he was oversexed, overcrazed, overhyped about any woman that had a pulse and
How you
was
doing, baby?
thin.
It's like soda
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
without the biceps.
Oh, mama.
Hello, mama.
And it's like,
Basically Elvis on steroids
oh yeah, absolutely.
instead of peanut
um,
butter and
yeah.
banana sandwiches.
Popeye, like the crows and
Whoa.
Dumbo. Like, you want to talk about like racism at
Yeah.
its finest.
The
you
good
know.
old days, right? Am I right?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Sure. Totally. Any whoosies. So I mean, there's a point to both of your sides, but
Yeah.
I think
but
it's-
I'm right.
no,
I'm just kidding. No.
No. I'm right.
I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
No, you were right to be wrong.
Okay, there we go.
Whoa.
I've met my match.
Yeah.
What's Mr. What's but yeah, the whole fact that people borrow stuff from other people all the time, it was a big thing in the comedian community, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
people were taking other people's jokes kind of and then just kind of twisting them enough to where if you listened offhand, it didn't sound overly familiar.
Who was that Mexican guy who stole everyone else's work? He was Mencia, Mind of Mencia.
Yeah.
I
Joe
have no
Rogan.
idea.
Yeah, he stole everybody's else's work and made a show out of it, and then he got called out and got canceled.
Yeah. Well, it's like, was it Nilly Vanilli?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we're great. You're lip syncing.
Don't forget the hour number.
And
That's just
unfortunately,
funny.
one of them did not live very long after that. Holy shit!
No,
Oh really?
It
I don't know
got
if he killed
dark.
himself,
Yeah. I think it was like drug overdose or something. His life spiraled way out of control. It was bad.
I bet.
Uh,
That's
yeah.
That's a pretty
unfortunate.
good. I don't know if it's on YouTube right now, but it's a pretty good story between them guys and how that all went down. So
was it called Autopsy? And it talks about Milli Vanilli because there's a show about people's deaths and shit. It's pretty fucking dark.
no, it kind of went. How
right
they
down
were.
Raven's alley.
Yep.
1,000 ways
They
to
talk-
die.
Wow.
Choose one.
Faces of Death.
They're supposed to be making a new one.
What, Faces of Death?
Yeah.
Oh God. If people don't know what Faces of Death is, it's back when we were in college, there were these videos, and you would actually rent the video at Blockbuster. This is how long ago it was, and you would see how people would die. It was pretty graphic shit too. Like you saw
Mhm.
like this Russian mobster just cut a guy's head off with a Bowie knife.
Yeah.
It was just like pretty vicious stuff, and like we were
Yeah.
watching it, like eating macaroni and cheese, and like,
right.
and just like this is great. Like you're fucking 19 years old. And
That's like
watch-
watching RoboCop, the original one. You're like, holy hell. Like those effects they did when he was like almost quite literally blown apart.
Mhm. Oh, it was
Oh.
pretty
Monkey
bad.
brains. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
The first one.
Jesus.
Yeah. The remake was just as bad. Like they showed like in the remake, he gets blown apart even worse.
Yeah.
So all he's left is with is like 2 lungs, like a heart, and some like nerves coming
his
out, and like it's yeah, it's what I'm like. I guilty pleasure. I watched all the remakes like just one day, just to watch them, and I'm just like I couldn't stop. It was so bad I couldn't stop watching.
I didn't mind the remake that they did with Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah, the black metaled RoboCop looked pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta make Badger watch it when he do.
Yeah, what Faces of Death or RoboCop?
Faces of Death 1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
and 5.
she's gonna need more therapy for that shit. Man, you're gonna. Oh my god,
Yeah.
no, like. She's like,
And-
no, thank you. all
And this
caps,
chat is what you call a toxic relationship flag.
right?
Mm.
She feels so bad. Like we give each other shit all the time. She's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called you that. I'm like, we're joking around, Badger. This is what like it's like this is banter. Like, don't feel it's being verbally abusive. Like, no, he's a dick. He knows it. It's fine. You're good.
The dipshit. I was a dipshit. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm okay with that.
Oh, I already drank, dude. I'm almost out of water. Look, like it's almost gone. Hydrate everybody. But thank you, Mr. Prophet.
Done.
Like almost gone. Look at that. It's just ice left.
Frozen water.
Frozen water. That's why I get 2 of them. That's why I'm killing the environment with my plastic bottle too. But I usually just go right out of the faucet and like fuck that shit. I was actually looking up I'm not sure if you're into that sort of thing, but alkaline water. I was looking up filtration systems for that because I tried it at the gym and it was actually I can actually taste the difference even though it was in my plastic workout thing. I'm like, wow, this actually does taste different. I was like looking, it's like $500 for one of those filters, and then one of those machines, and then the filters are $125 each. And like,
Sorry.
Oni's like, fuck that shit. My faucet works. There's my water.
Dasani tastes like dead water. I love it.
I was watching something the other day. They were like it was a it was a cartoon. and, like,
Dasani tastes like dead water.
Oh,
Yeah,
are
they
you
were
talking
like-
about the one where the aliens come?
they're
Yeah, I
like,
just watched that
oh,
too.
the only water left is Dasani, and nobody wanted it, but they were drinking like fucking shit water because they didn't want the
They're
Dasani.
drinking
Wow.
warm beer
Well,
and
fuck
like
you guys and your
yeah.
fucking rich
Yeah.
bitch Fiji water. You can get fucked. That's just
Oh,
too
God,
expensive.
What's that show called now?
Dasani water is actually
Look it
good
up.
water, Prophet. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a new one.
Yeah, I just know the president. He's like, oh yeah, I'm from Boston, like
Yeah,
JFK.
he's fucking that's funny.
He's an idiot.
I just watched it, so it
You
should
guys
be
are a
up
bunch
there.
of quiz.
Yeah,
going
that's
to the
exactly
bar.
what he sounds like. And they
I just laid a wicked fart.
Yeah, that's how they make him sound.
yeah.
I have a friend,
What is
Raven, that does a
Oh.
dead-on Peter Griffin.
Eh.
He does. We were teaching. He was
Mulligan.
my assistant professor. And he was teaching as Peter. I couldn't teach. I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, fucking do it. So
The show's called Mulligan.
Yes, Mulligan.
of course, Mulligan. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you spoke about that before. So
Yes, it's funny.
yeah,
I think I finished it all as well, the first season.
I can't remember who does the voice acting. Let's see.
Chrissy Teigen is
Oh yeah, Tegan.
Tina Fey is
Oh, yeah,
Fucking hate
that's
that
what-
Professor.
bitch.
What? Did you say
Chrissy
you
Teigen.
hate-
She's a huge
Oh,
bitch.
I thought you meant Tina Fey. I'm like,
She's a fucking troll. She's like mean to everybody.
Well, so is her husband.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they got like hot person bully disorder.
Dana Carvey does the voice too. I
Oh,
don't care
yeah.
for Tegan, but Tina Fey's my woman, so you can't. fuck
Deviant
with her.
says Dasani over Aquafina over Arrowhead. That's accurate. Those are facts.
All bottled
Crys-
water makes you
Crystal
impotent.
Geyser for me. I never had. Oh, that Crystal Geyser. Okay, it's I never have it. 'Cause I think it's at HEB. I think I've seen it at HEB. Crystal Geyser. But
Isn't that what you get in like a gallon? Like in nothing less?
I don't know. I thought it was a porn star's name, Crystal Geyser.
It was once upon a time, but I retired.
Oh, okay, there you go. I knew it.
Mm.
Fucking knew it.
Whoa.
That's a great porno name, Crystal Geyser. Can you fucking imagine that? That'd be that's the
Yeah,
greatest porn
unfortunately,
name
yes.
ever.
Well,
Arrowhead's West Coast. That's California, Arrowhead water. And I'm never gonna buy a bottle of water that the label is red. It's just to me, it's just like that doesn't say water to me. That just says
chlorine.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
just says this is not good for you. What's that?
She just randomly laughed like,
Oh, okay. Wow, that changes.
Uh.
That changes this water for me.
Crystal Geyser tastes great in your mouth.
Whoa.
Crystal Geyser.
I'll quench your thirst.
I'll quench your thirst.
Oh
Crystal
my God.
Geyser 7. Old Faithful.
Like an old rap song.
It's like in their 50s. Crystal Geyser is known as Old Faithful. Get ready for her
Okay.
to explode.
Here's
I
a
have
curse
a case
thought.
of water I'm giving away.
Aw. We will give it away next week on the line.
Yeah.
So,
Give
With the Fabuloso.
Give it away now.
well,
Go ahead, Oni.
I thought we were just sending that straight to Oni.
And hello, Ray.
Imagine some of the lines you guys have just said, except with Martha Stewart saying it, since she wanted to be the centerfold in, I think it was like Sports Illustrated or some shit,
She was the cover model, yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, I don't care.
What
This
the
is Hero's
fuck?
chair, by the way. When you have the shits, I can smell it in the other room.
So how about EA
I
and
have
the
just-
sports?
Right?
EA Sports. It's in the game, but you're not buying it.
What's
Bring
in the
back
game?
Tony
Like
Hawk.
only half the game's finished, and it's gonna have like 5 DLCs. You gotta pay for each one,
No.
and it's not gonna work on day one because
Somebody did.
all the servers are gonna be dead.
Well, who?
I'm guessing Badger.
Hi, Soda's mom.
I
Well,
said his mom.
apparently, she got me a Blizzard. So.
She bought you a Blizzard, really? That's amazing.
Lol.
You
did
can't
it.
write this shit.
Hey, Honey Badger,
Nice.
I like Butterfinger
That's nice.
blizzards.
Everybody says hi, baby.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
They all say
Sup?
hi.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay.
I'm already yours.
He, I think he
He's
said
got
he
an
liked
awesome
chocolate
one.
chip, or is it cookie dough? No, chocolate or
It was cookies and cream.
cookies and
Cookies
cream.
and cream. I like cookies and cream, yeah.
I knew cookies were in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm on a diet. I have to lose like 12 more pounds. So
Yeah.
But our Dairy Queen's not close. So
cookie.
it's kind
Good
of.
enough for me.
This is a huge. God.
That's my favorite Sesame Street character, by the way, Cookie Monster. I have a Tickle Me Cookie Monster.
I bet you do.
I do. I sleep with him every night. No,
Mine
he's,
vibrates.
yep, he does. I think the thing has to be 10 years old. The battery's still working it because everyone got a Tickle Me Elmo, and I got that for Christmas 20 years ago, and I still have it because it's like somewhere buried somewhere. But that was my favorite Cookie Monster because I used to do that like with the cookies when like Chips Ahoy were actually bigger when I was little. Now they're like the size of like $half.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, "Don't do the eat cookie! God damn it!" I'm like Oni's parents. My parents are very loud, borderline abusive. My
parents
dad
are.
scream like everything's an argument, everything's a fight, everything is like I did this, I do everything like from when I was little till I was adult. I do everything, you do nothing. No, I do everything, you do nothing. And I go, who put the 2 fucking doorknobs on your fucking sheds today in 90-degree heat?
It's like a Matilda moment.
This guy. What's that?
It's like a Matilda moment. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're little.
Whoa.
Right.
So
Whoa, that's pretty cool. It's like a. I tried to take the green out because I wanted red and blue and purple, but that looks pretty cool back there. There we go. We still got a couple more days on Pride
Oh.
Month. Got the rainbow back there, right?
There is cheesecake
good.
in here.
We're good.
Got cheesecake in it too, apparently.
Oh wow, I love me some cheesecake, dude.
geez.
Oscar's my favorite. Yeah, I like Oscar. That's my dad, Oscar the Grouch.
I bet you can never guess my favorite Muppets.
The one with the longest finger.
No, your mom doesn't count.
Oh,
Damn. I'm just gonna sit back and listen.
jeez.
I mean, that's what I do anyway, man.
So actually,
This is a good photo of you too. Could have used that.
Oh yeah,
You don't take a bad photo. You're
I
lucky.
know my angles. Actually, my favorites are Statler and Waldorf, just like deviants.
Oh yeah.
They're so
Those-
hilarious. It's like, oh, look
They
at all
are.
these people. You suck.
Oh, that was
I
the
don't-
best presentation ever. You were asleep for all of it. Exactly.
What's your favorite part? The end.
I-
Oh!
What was your favorite part? The ending. Oh!
Wow.
I
Why are
love
we
those
even in
guys.
this movie.
I feel like those guys sometimes when we have topics like that everybody hates.
Right?
Like, oh, here comes Amber Heard. Ugh.
Just get in your private booth. Just
She's gay. She likes vagina.
present.
Present. That's something we have in common then. Hey, see, they say Rogue and I have nothing in common. Yes, we do.
Yes.
But anyway, another thing. EA.
Sorry. Just like I'm the token gay again.
Whoa.
Well, we have everybody here representing different parts of the community. So some people don't want to reveal it. That's okay. Some people are more vocal about it.
Some
Yeah.
people
Me,
don't
I'm
believe.
Gen X. I don't give a fuck about anything.
Apparently
So-
my dog is
the
very
dog
vocal.
exists. Yes, dog agrees.
Sorry.
My dog's like, I identify as a dog. Fuck you.
I can get
Where are
behind
my
that message.
bitches at? He's like, what's that?
I am the dog, and I approve this message.
That's right. I like to think I'm the token gay. Now we just need a token black, and then we'll have our
I identify as amazing. Shut the fuck up,
I-
Mojo.
identify as
Mojo, that is-
amazing.
That is the confidence we like to see.
That is the confidence of a woman who is also in New York who moved to Oregon.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's one of your mods, right, Mojo?
No, she's a Mariners mod.
Yeah.
Mariners mod. I knew she was one of y'all's mods. I can't keep track.
Yeah, but I
So you
play
think-
Dauntless with her on Sundays with Ray. If she's
Oh,
on.
okay, cool. I gotta
Give us
learn.
some fucking.
Thank you.
Soda on my face.
Yep.
It's like Crystal Geyser.
Crystal Geyser.
It's like
All right, we gotta do a Crystal Geyser like VHS tape soda for like a slide next week.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I have an idea for that. Sorry, but you should do it like the old Sizzler commercials. they,
Oh,
were
no.
just, they were just so awkward. It's like Sizzler.
Sizzler. Crystal
ASMR
Geyser.
whisper.
Yes.
Explosions with Crystal Geyser.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Come at me, I fucking dare you.
All right, we're gonna try to get to this topic. EA splits divisions like anyone cares. But I
And
read
that's
this
the,
and
that's the topic. That's it. Cool. Great.
yeah.
Sorry.
So EA Sports, EAC, I would assume is part of EA Sports. They're the
This-
ones that do FIFA in Canada, because we only do football, MMA, and I say we like I belong to them. No, in the States they do a lot of the other sports games, minus MLB because they can't afford the contract, or NASCAR because they can't afford the contract. But they've been separating, and EA people already know that EA is 15 different areas of the country, right? Emeryville, they're in Austin, they're in Florida, they're all over the place. So what they're doing now is they're taking all those studios that are all sports based, they're putting them in under one umbrella, and then the other one at the other umbrella, and they think they're going to make more money, but they're not. But because the sales have been down, and correct me if I'm wrong, Oni, but sales have been down across the board with EA over the last, I don't know how many years. And unfortunately, because my friend's the director at Madden, name drop, the sales have been down for Madden for years. Because there's arguments that Nova has actually said this, like, it's the same game every year. I'm like, yeah, this is the same guy that plays Diablo in different seasons. It's the same game every season.
New mechanic, man.
Okay, I'm just teasing him, but he's probably out somewhere.
He's
But-
gonna hate it Diablo 4 because the new season, we have to level our characters back up, and it takes fucking forever.
Yeah, I feel like that in Call of Duty is like, I just got over 100, and I haven't even tried Apex yet. So, 'cause what's that?
Oh no, Apex, they've changed. You can go to like.
I heard it's broke.
It's always broke.
Yeah, I was watching somebody stream. I won't mention who,
Mine.
but huh?
I said it was probably mine.
Yeah, you and somebody else, actually 2 people. And it's like, this shit is fucking broken, da 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 da, and everyone's complaining about it. And do you use Octane? You don't use Octane, do you?
Nope, that's the other one.
Yeah, it's the other one. Okay. Yeah, it's just like, oh, everything's fucking broke. Da 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 da. It's like, yeah, this is the time to play it because it's all fucking like they need. So I was told that they have to reboot they need to reboot the routers for like shut down the routers for a week, the servers for a week, and then just like relaunch the game because that's how broke it is. But
yeah, I mean, it gets pretty bad. There are times where you can't hear each other. Like if you're in a team, like you can't hear each other until the game starts, or rubber banding is really bad.
yeah, what is that? Oh, I know what that is. Never mind.
Yeah, it's where you snap back to where you were.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
Or like you don't see the trails the way you're supposed to, or whatever it happens to be, or the dailies, you'll do them and they don't count. You're just like,
wow.
fuck. Like, oh, it's horrible.
But yeah, that's basically what EA is. Let's move on.
Fuck EA.
Are conventions irrelevant?
Just for people to dress up.
I think
Yeah,
from a
but-
photographer standpoint, no.
Good point. You take photos, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm a connoisseur of a lot of
You're a
it.
connoisseur of like
I
you
teach
must be driving.
photography.
You might be. I'm running with a 400 ISO here, but my light is looking weird and nothing's color corrected, so it might be driving you crazy. But yeah, I'd probably be the guy on the left because I'm poor. On the right, rather. That would be like my Iron Man suit right there, just like pajamas with a helmet on.
Yep.
So basically, I've seen all these like. Does it drive you crazy? These like photo photographer influencers, and they like do these like stupid moves, like they'll slide and twist around and take a picture of like cosplayers.
Yeah.
You ever see that?
Yeah.
I've seen like similar things, but I mean, I can't say that I haven't done dumb shit to get a good shot. So
No, it's usually like these dudes like trying to impress like a female cosplayer. Like, all right, now jump and land, and like they're like running at them and like doing like all this cool shit, and then they show them the photo, and it's like they show us like picture perfect, but you can tell they fucking photoshopped the fucking shit out of it afterwards.
yeah, because you shouldn't have to run towards somebody to get that shot.
Right. You can do that with a slower shutter speed.
Yeah, if you want it blurred, just
Yeah.
change your f-stop. Like,
there you go, Hazard. You got a couple of people that know photo and composition. Like you have 2 teachers and 1 photographer here. I charge $70 an hour on how much Raven does, but Crystal Geyser probably costs more. But
yeah.
but are conventions relevant? Are they? What do you think?
I think I get the I mean, I've gone to a few conventions, but I don't go to the huge ones. Like I've never been to Comic-Con out in San Diego or anything. First of all, that's really fucking expensive to even fly there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the 1 or 2 that I've gone to, they've been a little lower key, and they're, you know, people still show up in a decent number. However, you're not like sardines. You can still move around really well and not worry about somebody's big ass hammer who's playing Thor hitting you in the face. Like, or, you know, and I think that's the kind of reality of conventions now. Like everybody wants to go because it's the convention, and then you're just packed in there and it's not fun at all. And
yeah, MegaCon was like that.
yeah, exactly.
Everything smells.
Well, and it's like the Arnold. You know, the Arnold is a huge thing here in Ohio because for
Right.
some reason Arnold Schwarzenegger loves Ohio, and I'm not entirely sure why, because it's corn. And
soy.
And hell is real signs. That's all it is. But even 10 years, well, maybe more like 15 years ago, you could walk around just fine. Now it's like a protein fart mixed in with
Oh god.
body. There's just
Wow.
so many people in there. It's insane, and it's not enjoyable anymore.
It's like Jim Bro
Yeah,
to the
it's
10th level.
yeah, it's like, okay, great. I have to pay $15 for parking to walk in here and just come to a standstill.
Look at all these people with like cut off shirts and
Yes.
big veins and roided out. Right?
Let's
It's
see
like,
how
I use this because
bad-
the protein is.
Right. Let's see how bad I can feel about myself within 5 seconds. It's horrible.
Right. Yeah.
So I get it. It's a good way to like spread word of your business, word of mouth or whatever. But besides that, I think they are too much of a hazard now, honestly. Like if something were to happen at a convention, people
They
would
got to put signs up. Please don't touch people.
well, no, it
Stupid.
would just be like, God forbid something would happen at a convention, because those are easy targets, like any convention or any parade.
Yeah.
Like people are going to crush each other to get out.
Oh yeah.
So from a photographer standpoint, yes, they are relevant. For a safety standpoint, nah, dude.
Deviant says, I enjoy seeing the costumes, but I don't go because of the crowds. I'm the same way.
Too many
I'm
people.
like, unless I have a booth, which I've done in South by Southwest, like in the beginning, 2013, 2014. That's fine. I could sit there all day and like fucking talk to people and do the elevator pitch and like do all that shit. But walking around, like, I don't want to fucking walk. I just did this whole Campers Corner about me not working out. I fucking hate it. Do I have to walk around and like I said this before, like you see like 10 different fat Mandalorians around there that have glandular problems. Like, no, you're not looking like a Mandalorian. Like everybody, like it's like that one's not accurate. And then the mashups are pretty cool. But I'm sick of seeing the same people playing the same things all the time. Like, ugh, this is not for me. But
Right.
signing autographs, I'm all for that. I'll sign your shirt. I'll do all that stuff like I usually do because I'm so immensely popular. Everybody knows who I am, right? So
Yeah.
no, I signed a booby. Yay! No,
Mom's
but
doesn't count.
Whoa.
that's true. Ah, burn. I want to get Oni to one of those conventions at a booth just to have
Oh,
people
God.
ask her because she just doesn't like people, but she's like the Brock Lesnar of lagging out. She just hates people.
Mhm.
But she would be nice and like sign people's shirts and stuff like that. And just like I want a photo of that just for posterity, just to say like. Just so she has to look up and smile and go, thank you. And then just look at me and say, I fucking hate you. And I said, I told you're like the popular one. So
I feel like Oni would just be hiding behind like one of us, just so
Yeah.
the other people are safe. Not
Yeah.
her.
I wasn't gonna tell Soda this, but I was gonna get a 3D printed version of his avatar here, like a little bit bigger than his head. For the convention, so people don't see what he looks like. He just walks around with a giant fucking
Oh
head
yeah,
with a
yeah, like
headset.
the fuck, yeah. That'd be funny as shit.
That'd be fucking. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Hide you in the luggage.
I was gonna
Days
have
on travel.
Hatter. What's that?
Days on travel.
Yep. I would put fans in there too, so that
You
way
could
it'd be
just
nice
set
and
me
cool.
up on like an
Little snack.
iPad right there, and have me
Yeah, and have it like on a roller, and just have it roll across like the desk
Sheldon.
and shit.
Yes.
Oh, and R2D2.
We could do a full suit, the C3 POS, and like all gold.
Oh god.
And you'd be walking around in that shit because you're like my height, right? You're around 6 feet.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot. Yeah.
Yeah, you look taller than me. That would be funnier
It's the
too, but
hair.
we're not. Yeah, he's got like a ponytail and shit, and like, I think it's required on the show if you're a dude to have a beard, and they have long hair, him and Hero, but I can't stand long hair. But
Nobody said I can stand it.
thank you for following, Deviant. I appreciate
Thank you.
Sweet.
I don't know what your gender is, Deviant, but I appreciate you.
She is a female.
She, okay.
Yes, that's Ray.
How dare? What's that?
That's Ray, who I play with on
Oh, Ray. Hi, Ray.
on Apex and
Awesome.
yep.
Oh,
Dauntless.
welcome to the asylum.
Run.
Yeah,
Um,
run.
But no, I think
Run, bitch.
having a booth is one thing. I think with how things are, I am a lot like Oni in the fact, and I think it comes from having like being a military brat and then doing like
Right.
like security work and protective services, whatever you want to call it, I need to have a barrier between people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like hi, like Brotato.
Mhm.
Don't come any closer, thank you. But
Well, you would like our booth because we had the Germex, the big bottle Germex, like this fucking big. It was like that big. It was like every time someone shook my hand, I was just like, I still got sick. But I was near
OG
the toilet.
Profit does want a lagging out autographs, by the way. So you would at least have one
yeah,
person.
I appreciate that. Do you want my name, or do you want my real name?
Yeah, that is the question.
Ooh, that's a good question.
The real name is going to cost you. the chieftain. I don't even know how to sign chieftain. I just always signed my real name. I just not even thinking about it. When I was working at
That's a good
Rooster Teeth,
question.
like they're like, oh, you're a.
Because at least if you were an athlete, you just spent 90% of your time practicing your fucking autographs.
Right.
Well, if you don't know script, but
Oh yeah.
I remember, like, I know it's a bad example, but Will Smith would sign his autograph different every 10 years, so he knew which. So when people were selling his stuff, I think you can probably confirm this, Soda, like working in the industry, he knew which decade he signed something specifically, and that way they can price it according to. It's like if it's early in his career, he signed it one way, and then like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he signed it another way. Chieftain,
That's
you
way
want?
too much work.
I'm
Well,
like, yeah, that is way too much work.
It's kind of like I tell
Low-key
everybody,
Chieftain tattoo with the lagging out logo.
unless you've seen the person sign that with your own eyes, odds are it's probably fake anyway. So
Yeah.
Well, and I actually just read this. Speaking about autographs, Bill Hader refuses to give autographs now. And, I don't blame his reasoning. It was because he was the, I guess, kind of go-to guy for BB-8, with some of the things. So he's listed and credited as BB-8 in
Yeah.
Star Wars. He overheard this guy telling his son to go get his autograph on this BB-8 thing so he could sell it online later.
yeah,
And
a
he
lot
was
of
like,
athletes
that's
hate
really
that.
shitty.
Mhm.
He's like,
Wow.
so he just blanketed, like, sorry, I'm not signing anything.
Yeah, a lot of athletes, and they'll literally send their kids like, go get LeBron James autograph on this shoe, or go try to get his shoes, because they, they're all suckers for little kids, So
Yeah.
Cal Ripken was a sign, he wouldn't sign. There's quite a few out there that were like that. So.
And it's really unfortunate. Like, if I go up to somebody because I want their signature on something, it's like, it's mine.
Sadly,
Mhm.
nobody. BB-8 doesn't sell worth shit anyway, so I don't know why you would go for that one. So like, pick somebody
Well,
better.
yeah, I think it happened to be around the time that one of the Star Wars movies was coming out, and that's why it was more like,
Lucrative. They could
Yeah.
sell it, didn't they?
Who's the guy that I told that just passed away? And I was looking through my autograph, and I had one of him. Fucking sold for a golly, and they always go for 10 times more when they die. It's fucked up. Even
yeah.
if they suck, like that guy that the
So
football
fake my own
player.
death. Got it. And sell my
Yeah, remember the
autograph.
football player we talked about? He had the heart attack. His
Oh
card
yeah. You told me about him. I
normally
don't know
sell
who.
like $5, and they were selling for like 5,000 because people thought he was gonna die. It's
Well,
like,
death sells.
so stupid.
Yeah, Van Gogh is a living proof of that. So is well, I would say Picasso, but Andy Warhol.
Picasso's early stuff is horrible. Fuck that.
That's
What?
bullshit.
Picasso's early stuff is
was
great.
realistic.
I'm talking about his chicken scratch. It's not his paintings. It's his sketches. They're like fucking chickens and shit.
I was gonna say he went through a beautiful blue period where
Blue and rose. Yeah.
yeah, it was like these were
But-
gorgeous paintings.
A lot of people
Even before
think,
that. Go
Sorry.
ahead.
I was just gonna say a lot of people think because they have a sketch and it's signed by Picasso, it's worth $1 million, but it's worth about $300. You're like, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. So
He said Picasso said because he was able to draw a perfect figure from memory at a young age. He said,
Mhm.
I was really good at drawing stuff from memory perfectly. I had to spend the rest of my life to learn how to draw as a child. I'm paraphrasing his quote, but that's basically what he said. That's why he did cubism at the end with Matisse and stuff. But that's
Right.
art
Yeah.
history with Chieftain today. But
Garth Brooks, I don't even know if anybody in here knows who Garth Brooks is.
I love Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks, yeah. What was the fake one? What was the fake album he did?
Chris Gaines.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Gaines. There you
It
go.
actually wasn't too bad. That's the
It was
fucked up
supposed to be
part.
for a movie, wasn't it?
I don't
And then
remember what
it
he
fell
did it
through
for.
or
Yeah,
something.
but nobody knew. But it wasn't too bad. It was kind
And
of a
then it became a running
poppy.
joke on Family Guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're going to
I love
listen to
Oni
Cartoon.
the
doesn't like Family Guy. I found that out last week. Do you-
Oni doesn't?
No, right? Didn't you say you don't like it? You like American Dad better?
Yeah, well, I mean, I also like Cleveland Show better.
Cleveland Show, yeah.
Yeah, they're all very different from each other, which is funny because they're all the same. Yeah, there's definitely some things I like about Family Guy better than American Dad and vice versa.
I like them all the same.
Yeah. I could
Yeah.
never get into South Park.
What?
No, I used to. Not anymore.
I know I wasn't, so when I was raised, we couldn't,
Hey guys, I'm going home.
like, we didn't have Comedy Central, and even if we did, there was no way I would have been allowed to watch that show. Like, I was barely allowed to watch Simpsons, Family
Well,
Guy.
sadly, I mean, I think I'd have to say 1920 when the first season came out. So it's like a long time ago.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. The Spirit of Christmas was the first video that came out, and like everyone
And
had
I had
copies
them all
and copies of it.
Yeah, I had VHS, like of all South Park, and I watched them before I went to bed. Either that or Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore.
God, those are great movies.
And we didn't have remotes back then, so you
You had
just
to
had to
get
let
up.
it,
You were the remote.
right? You had to just fucking let it run, and
You had to go through all 3 channels, and then when if a storm
Back
came
in
in,
my day.
that's
if
why.
if a storm came in, all the channels went out, but PBS.
If you ever watch an Adam Sandler movie with me from his early, I know every fucking line because I fell asleep to it, and then it rewinded it, played it again. You'll rewind it, play it again. So it's
I
like,
thought I was the old snack pack.
yeah, fucking love it.
I'm not into Robot Chicken. I know when to change the channel when Robot Chicken is on.
Oh yeah, I would flip it from as soon as I heard that dunk, 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 and like
Yep.
for the opening,
Goodbye,
I was like,
Seth
bye.
They do some funny shit on there though.
They do.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
just
my
not a-
favorite, but some of the shit's on there, like what?
Oh my
There was like
God.
that ghost that was like raping. Like it's a ghost. Yeah, it was a rape ghost, is what it was. Like,
Oh,
what the
no.
fuck?
Oh no.
I yelled to my nephews the part of Family Guy where the Mexican, when you fart, the Mexican ghost comes and goes, El Pulpo, Senor and like he's 4 years old going, El Pulpo, Senor Stinko to his mom. He's like, what the fuck is that? It's like Uncle Joseph told me that. I'm like,
Yes,
thanks.
shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I still do it now. I go, El Pulpo, and he goes, Senor Stinko. He goes like that. Then they had the one with the Persian ones, and like the guy just screaming with a kitten sword. The guy farts from the curry or something, or farts from the whatever the spiced lamb or whatever they were eating that was really hot. And he was eating with Ryan Reynolds, and he was like licking his fingers and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh man, Wishbone. I remember that.
Ah,
show.
sweet. What are you
Trailer Park
talking about?
Boys
I'm
is
not gay.
awesome.
This is Hollywood. Everyone does this.
Oh goodness.
All right. So I know somebody who went partner with Sea of Thieves, and he's a really good 2D graphic artist. So I didn't know Monkey Island was Sea of Thieves, so I just from
didn't
the graphic,
either.
I'm pretty excited about that. But he's like a super cool guy. He was trying to figure out some sort of thing graphically on his thing. He was trying to switch the colors and have it swing back and forth. I go like a boomerang on Instagram. He goes, yeah. I go, this is how you do it in After Effects. And I told him in the chat on Twitch how to do it. He's like, he just sat there for a second like, that's fucking genius. Thank you, Chief. I didn't even think of that. I'm like, no problem, dude. Just pass it forward. Just do something nice for someone else. He's like, I always do. He's an English guy. So he goes on at 4 o'clock our time East, and he's like there. It's from 7 to like 11. But he does Sea of Thieves. But anyway, that's a very long story that no one gives a shit about. But Monkey Island, yes, Miss Oni, what are we going to talk about with this one?
Yes.
Basically, the throwback of Monkey Island. Rest in peace, LucasArts, as it used to be. But hey,
Yep.
if you play Sea of Thieves, you're welcome because they are doing a crossover. I may not have all the information because I have neither game, but
Pretty good game.
the Sea of Thieves will have adventures and things based on Monkey Island. So honestly, I may not hear too much about Monkey Island, but or about Sea of Thieves, but I've heard it's
I love the color.
its fan base is still going.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're still happy to play it.
I'm guessing the way they're gonna put it in, because in that game you go kind of raid island to get your loot. So I'm guessing they're gonna play the Monkey Island in somewhere in that aspect.
Oh, that would be fucking sick. Bring it to a new generation.
I mean, it's the only thing that makes
Sorry, I'm plugging
sense.
my phone in.
Boop.
Yeah, because basically,
Who's texting me?
nobody. I turned it off,
Ooh,
fucker.
ouch.
People don't know that. Well, when I talk to Soda on Discord, Badger's texting him, and we can hear it over his mic. And his text message when he hears from Badger, he's like, "Who's texting me?" So that's why he said that. He gets fucking. I turned it off. Fuck you. Anyway, go ahead.
So basically, Sea of Thieves, you can go solo, but usually you can run up to 4 people on your same
I always go solo.
on your ship, because you can get attacked. It's PvP. It's basically so.
Thank you, Raven.
And you go, you find
Oh.
islands and you kill all the
Oh,
people
oh,
on
boy.
there, take the loot, and then run it back to your own base.
Why you gotta go kill people?
That's just how
I
it is.
just-
You're a
I
fucking
just
pirate.
want your loot.
I'm Captain Crystal Geyser.
I mean, you
Shiver
could
me
name yourself
timbers.
that if you wanted.
Walk my plank.
Dar she blows. Oh.
Oh.
There is a big streamer. He's been playing it for basically since it came out, but
Oh, my Moby Dick.
I couldn't play it that long. I was playing
And
with
his
some
father,
dick,
Papa
so-
Boner.
Ugh.
Couldn't play it?
Well, I was playing with a dickhead, and he's like, "Oh, you need to do the cells this way."
You were
I'm like,
playing with a dick?
well, I mean,
Just
This
the
is Pride
head.
Month.
I did today before the stream. If you want to know.
Oh, wow. I do it after. I get too tired. The blood sugar drops, and I want to take a nap.
They were like,
And naps are great because I talked about that on Camper's Corner.
I'm in danger.
Oh, danger.
Oni could do it perfectly. She could do.
She can-
I'm in danger.
Oh.
Perfect.
It tastes the way Grandma smells.
Oh no.
The tobacco.
What's that from?
It's the tobacco episode.
Oh no.
Chief
It
Wiggins
smells
is like, "What? Let me taste that." And he goes, "Oh my God, you're right."
Good shit.
Tastes like my life. Sweat and disappointment.
But that's the only thing I can think of, only because Monkey Island goes way the fuck back. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Point
like how
and
they
click
put-
adventures.
And she put Peanut in there for us, so
I do like that ombre effect that they have with the colors, though. I agree
That's
with you,
Oni's.
Chief.
Those are Oni's colors, basically, right? Those are the ones that I use for your segment, right?
Purple,
Purple and
yeah.
teal.
it's awesome.
Yeah, purple,
It's-
teal, green. Yeah.
That's why most of our stuff is purple, teal, and green. It's trying to make Oni happy during the stream.
We'll actually have to we'll have to watch this as it develops. I'm kind of intrigued now. Like,
I just want this as a poster. It just looks so. I can't get over how nice it looks.
Mhm.
yeah.
I even like. I'm gonna dork out. I love the light from the moon here. Looks like that blue right there. Like matches the blue and it's just so well done. I'm
The
sorry, I
lighting
love
is really spectacular on it.
I love it. I'm jealous. It's like
The game
here
isn't
it's like-
that good, so
no, no, of course, this is just the advertising.
They blew all the money on the advertisement.
Ooh.
I've never
Unlike a
played
video
it. I don't
game,
know.
there's a video game I played where they actually did the opposite. They didn't advertise very much. So not as many people actually bought the game and then they went bankrupt.
Huh.
I was thinking the same thing, Mojo.
Usually, if it's I don't understand. It's kind of like, why does McDonald's advertise? Everybody knows who the fuck McDonald's. Why you spending?
Yeah, they're on like every block.
Why you spending millions of dollars a year Like it doesn't make any fucking sense. So.
That reminds me, like when I was talking about Eric July in there's like a ripple. There's another place called Rip Reverse Goalpost. Like they keep on, and there was this guy, and they were like marking down what he was eating, making fun of Eric July's like French fries, like 590 calories, 2 double quarter pounders with cheese, like this, and like the total that ripping on Eric July cost him 750 calories. And I'm just like, that's fucking the dude had like the dude was like sitting there like trolling. He had like a fucking bright green beard and like different color hair, and he's just like ripping on him because he has a difference of opinion. And like, I'm like, dude, you're like, we're watching you have a coronary on a live. I'm like, come on, do
Over
better.
like something that was in jest. Like,
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh my god, I just sat there because they were doing that every single time. Like someone was streaming and they were eating. They're like, oh, that cost him about 300, 400 calories just eating that candy bar and ripping on every July. And they were just dropping because he was like, I'm not talking to you unless you're fit. Like, and they took that clip and they just like manipulated that clip, but they didn't show the whole entire clip of him talking. Like, but they'll just put that clip and rip, like kind of like what the media does, like they take a clip of something and then they could just destroy your whole career. And it's just funny to me.
sometimes deservingly though. Let's put that out there.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
but more than likely not. But
I mean, I think we can all agree
yeah,
on Harvey Weinstein and
absolutely.
Roman
Yeah.
Polanski.
The fact that that was covered up, though,
Definitely
the fact that
agree.
those were, it's like Jimmy Savile. They knew.
Dude,
just allowed it
yes,
to
that
happen.
was crazy. He was literally assaulting people on TV. And
Yeah.
like in a group of people that if you guys want a documentary to watch, it's on Netflix. It's called Savile. Like
How do you spell that?
Saville.
Okay.
I think
Something
so,
like
yeah.
that.
Is it Saville or Seville?
Savile.
Savile.
Saville. Okay.
It's Savile. I know this because there's a YouTuber I follow, and his 50th episode for his miniature crime series was Jimmy Savile, and it's just because of how disgusting and disturbing it is, and the fact that none of this came out until after he died.
Oh yeah. It was
The
crazy.
BBC didn't want to touch it, so ITV did.
Yeah. It's
It was
horrifying.
You want some corruption, and you want to hear about some people whose lives were ruined when they were barely starting to live.
It's horrible.
I mean, we're talking about children here.
Oh yeah. Like
Horrendous.
and I mean, it's kind of like how you learn behind the scenes stuff in movies. And then you go back and watch those scenes and you're like, oh my God, I can totally see that now. There is literally a point where a woman points out, she's like, this is where my life turned upside down. And once you see it, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, and it was on live
The Crow,
TV.
good example. That was nuts. Yeah.
Yes, so
I'm trying to think of
literally
other ones.
fuck those guys.
Well, it's the power. Like you feel
Oh,
you
yeah,
can get
no,
away
definitely.
with anything.
And the fact that it's normalized, and yet those are also the same people who say in public, oh, we need to do XYZ to make people feel more welcome. We need to do XYZ to make sure we boost XYZ demographic. And they're doing the exact opposite in the background.
Well, that's
just
yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean
the
to talk over you.
No, you're good. It's just the hypocrisy is astounding. It's why when you hear about people trying to stop nonces and then they wind up being a nonce themselves, it's like, oh.
Yeah, well, that's really prevalent in in politics, and people just higher up in general. Like there was a big raid that was going to happen due to an illegal, obviously horrific sex trafficking case in Michigan. This was a while ago. and it just disappeared because the people involved
Mm-hmm.
could pay
It's
money.
a two-tier. If you don't think there's a two-tier justice system in this country, then like you're living under a rock. And when some people
Yeah.
say two-tier justice system, I was really thinking about this the other day because I want to articulate this in a way that it's understood. There's a two-tier justice system, two different ways: rich and poor, and political parties. Those are the two tiers. If you're one particular class and one particular party, you get carte blanche.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen this. Like the people with more money
Get
have
out
more
of it.
get out of it. Like it happened during every type of society, like Greek, like
Mhm.
every society. Like this is how you know the downfall is coming. It's like when this happens.
Give
There-
us some fucking.
On my
Hey,
face.
the rogue. Oh, sorry.
But
Well, that's like do you guys remember Brock Turner?
no.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Could you maybe add a little? It sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
I will get ready to tell you. And listen, y'all, as somebody who, Soda and Oni and Chieftain can speak to this. I don't talk politics a lot. I don't talk about a lot of
Right.
like, hardcore things in this sort of fashion. But this,
That's fake news, and you know it, Raven. Go ahead.
right? No.
Could have a guest appearance.
Oh Lord. I will be absent that stream. And yes, stupid white boy predator, basically it. So Brock Turner is a guy from Ohio who in college raped a woman, and he was an athlete. And the judge said, literally,
It would ruin his life.
it would ruin his
Oh, I
career.
heard about that.
It would ruin
Oh,
his
okay, I know
career
what you're
and
talking
his
about.
life, and he's already paid enough.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
now.
what happens now? He has to change his name every couple of years because we keep finding his old name and reposting it everywhere.
Right. I remember the story about the Duke lacrosse team. Remember them?
Yeah.
The Duke they were accused of rape,
Yeah.
and they lost their scholarships. Thank you, Hazard, for the follow.
Yeah.
But
Man, and maybe I should co-host more often.
yeah, I'm
Right.
like, yeah, I'm
You
like,
get all the
hero,
women.
hero, you're fired. No,
Oh, poor guy.
ouch.
no, we
He's
did.
not even
we,
here
no,
to
we-
hear that message.
He'll clip
no,
it for him.
absolutely not. We're gonna go to the
Clip it.
5-shot. We'll go to the 5-shot. I'm joking. Shut the fuck up. He knows I'm joking.
Clip it. But yeah,
But yeah, and that was horrible too. And those were all white guys.
yeah. Or
So and
the
it's
Olympic
like so-
teams.
right, and the women were say, I've heard a lot of women say, oh no, it was I heard once like women who fake a sexual assault to ruin a man's life should go to jail
They
if they
should.
didn't do anything. And I go, absolutely right. I go, what's fair is fair. That's fucked up. You can say like, I've had a story where an ex-girlfriend said I sexually assaulted her and it never happened. I'm like, that's impossible. How could that happen if you're on top of me? I'm not holding you down. You're holding me down. How does that work? And
Roofies.
there are other people that said that statute of limitations have went. So if she tried anything, it was like 20 years later, but it doesn't matter. But I've had other people in our Discord like come to me. I won't out them. Like they've actually had that, like been accused of stuff that never happened, and it's horrible. As a guy, it's indefensible. Like, what's the guy gonna say that you haven't heard before? I didn't do it. Yeah, bullshit. That's the first initial knee-jerk reaction,
Yeah.
right? Oh, bullshit. Yeah, you did it. You're a man. You're a white man. You did it. You're going to jail. That's all there is
An
to it. That's it.
accusation
Exactly.
now is almost a condemnation that can never be undone.
Right.
And
Well, yeah.
the
Like Bill
stigma
Cosby, fuck that guy.
associated
He
with
did it. But I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's the fact that it's such a
Harvey Weinstein.
it's the type of crime that it is. Like if someone punches someone in the face, that's one thing. But you do something that heinous to somebody that takes away their agency, it takes part of their soul from them,
I agree,
sometimes
Hazard.
irreparably.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, sure.
but the thing is that for someone to lie about that. It's one thing to say we can't prove without a shadow of a doubt, so we can't take it to court because it's not a strong enough case. That's one thing. Sometimes it happens. But if you can confirm that it was a lie the whole time, well, that sweet, delicious vengeance would be delightful.
And on the flip side of that, this is in this time and space with where we're at, still to this day, 90 or 95% of people in general that are sexually assaulted will not report it because they're afraid they won't be believed. And
because of false accusations.
Well, no, not just not just that.
Well, I mean that too.
It's because still women are accused of what they wear, how they're dressed, and they have things called slut marches now where they're like, this is what I was wearing, and some women are covered head to toe. It's like,
oh yeah,
and marital rape, like, oh, that's my wife. Dude, she still said no. Like, so there's a lot of things, and especially with boys and men that have been sexually assaulted by other men or women, which does happen.
Yeah, they're shamed.
Because they're like, dude, a woman can't assault you. Yeah,
Terry Crews.
I was raped by a woman. Now
Terry Crews case. People don't know about that.
Oh yeah, he was assaulted, and so was Brendan Fraser.
I was roofied, tied to a bed, and yeah.
You told me about that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
nobody
it can
believed
happen.
it, but nobody believes you. Like
no, because you fucking make up shit half the time. That's why.
No, I'm just.
You're
saying,
like the boy who cried wolf. You're like, oh, I've been pegged when you never been pegged.
Oh, I've been pegged.
Had a friend
send
in
you
the
the
Navy
video.
that was accused of sexual assault. Problem is, they were out of state when the alleged assault happened. See, and like, yeah, I am not saying like that people don't fake shit, but I feel like most of the time when people are finally coming forward, like there is truth to it, and sometimes it takes one person to break that kind of dam open. And I mean, just from my family perspective,
or a geyser,
right? Yeah, crystal geyser. Within my family, there have been accusations and nobody believed them until multiple people came forward. So it's. I do agree. If you fake something like this, you have wasted everybody's time, taxpayer money. You have ruined somebody for the rest of their life, regardless of gender, and you need to go to jail for it. And on the other side of that, if you do sexually assault somebody, you need to be in there longer than 5 years.
Yeah.
Because you have ruined somebody's life.
Yep. Agreed.
How do we get on this topic?
Okay. I don't know.
And of course, I'd be the type to go.
Sorry.
I'd be the type, of course, to go. Hey, just let them out into general population for a little bit.
Absolutely.
They'll have a great time.
You know what?
You're right, Mojo.
Instead of sending a cop over there, let's send a social worker to talk to them about the sexual assault. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Nothing in this.
That's what they want to do.
Sense.
They want to put social workers in the job of cops to get these people arrested. Well, he sexually assaulted me. Let's sit down and talk about it. No, put some cuffs on the motherfucker, tase him, and throw him into the fucking car.
Yeah,
motherfucker raped somebody, especially the pedos. The pedos. Those are the low totem pole on the pardon the pun, in the prisons. Those guys get fucking.
Oh yeah, they have to say.
Well, you can just leave it there. And all I can think of is just, it's like, imagine the fear you feel knowing if I just let one general population guy in here to get you, just a
or Oni with
bit of that fear, just a little bit of that fear is what those children felt.
Sadly,
and just know, like, I'm the only one who with that key to protect you. And trust me, there are days where I just want to, oops, I lost the key.
On a brighter note, gardening is fun and stress relieving.
Let me tell you why she's bringing up gardening. It's because she hides bodies way.
Yes, and if you plant endangered plants,
they can't dig it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if your friend ever asks you to come gardening,
the answer is yes, and ask what plants.
And if you know if they're planting lilies, they're very high. They absorb nitrogen really well, and that's where bodies emit a lot of nitrogen. I saw this. I don't know where I saw this, but it was fucking
I
some
don't know
sort of
from personal reasons, but
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's not from personal reasons.
yep. Also very vertically.
Are
not
you
horizontally.
assuming that me being Italian, I know where to hide bodies, Raven?
Obviously.
Fucking racist. All right. Anyways,
You're white.
yes, I
though.
do, and it's not racist because it's true. But
Legal flora. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Soda? You
Oh,
were.
I was just say oddly, like a lot of our viewers probably don't know more men in America get raped than women statistically. So
wow, that's true.
that's a true fact. 'Cause
Does that exclude prison?
No, that is including prisons.
Oh, that's why. So on the streets. No, I am not down. Like I will
But
not.
a lot of people are
take away
like,
from
it's
You're not going to
shocked.
flip that hair, are you?
But if you throw that fact into a conversation, people's faces change real quickly. You know, like what?
A vertical bodies make it harder for helicopters to locate graves.
Wow, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I
Because we're
just
looking
watched
for a 6
Dahmer.
foot wide hole.
I just watched Dahmer. I'll put them in some acid and we're good.
Well, that's why they can't find Hoffa.
Awesome.
Jimmy Hoffa.
He's buried in the what is it, LA Coliseum at the
Giant
TR
Stadium.
line.
Oh yeah, and the Mythbusters like went over it with a fine tooth comb. They're like, yeah, he's not here.
Well, that dude's in the bottom of the fucking ocean somewhere.
Yeah, he's like worm food.
Yeah.
And condolences to the people that perished in that subterranean submarine.
Subterranean.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was called. I can't.
A
They called it the
submersible.
Titan. Yeah, the
Submersible,
Titan
the Titan.
submersible.
Yeah,
A piece of shit.
yeah. The guy's like my big concern. The guy who owns it is like my big concern was the hull integrity, and that's what
Then
happened.
why was it okay?
Oh my god,
So look,
the suffering. I can't think how they suffered. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah. No, I was just thinking, and someone sent this to me earlier. It's like I am so tired of seeing memes about it already.
It's mean. That's cruel.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, okay, I get it. Yes, they were billionaires because this
Yeah.
trip cost $250K
Yeah.
per person, and I get that these are billionaires going down to a wreckage site that was mostly of poor people that couldn't get on the boat. Like,
Right.
and to go look, I understand if I could go down there, I think it would be fascinating historically to see the Titanic.
Right.
Like, I think that would be super fascinating. However, these people still died, and just like you, Chief, it's like they probably suffered horribly, like depending on when that implosion happened, and if it
Mhm.
knocked them out before they drowned. Like,
They said it happened early to the debris field, and the people making jokes about, oh, they had a Logitech game controller. Maybe if they had an RGB one, they would have survived. I'm like,
that's
do you
yeah.
understand that? And like, like, haha, funny. But at the same time, do you understand that drones that the U.S. military uses basically a game controller to control
Right.
these multi-million-dollar things? Like,
Oh
It's
yeah.
in the
yeah.
military too. Yeah, it's like that's not uncommon.
right.
Oh, it imploded. That would have been instantaneous, pain-free death. Well, at
And
least
if
there's that.
we have any
I-
viewers in Nebraska, there's a big tornado about to hit, so please be careful.
Yes, please. But if you're in Ohio, go fuck yourself, right? Basically.
Mitchell, Nebraska.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, we're those motherfuckers that will go outside and look for it if we hear the sign. We're like, all right, where is this bitch?
That's
Is it
me.
coming
I
towards
almost
me?
died that way. When I lived in Kentucky, yeah, I about died doing that.
Oh shit. Where were you in Kentucky? Were you in like the holler?
so. No, south of Lexington.
Oh,
Richmond.
okay. So you're still close to a city. Okay.
Yeah, but I was on our patio, and I'm like you, I'm a photographer, so I hear the sirens off, and of course, what the fuck do I do? Grab my camera and run outside.
Like, all right, can I see it today?
And I didn't see it because it was coming from the back side of the house, not where I thought it was coming. And
Whoops.
my dad grabbed me right before it blew me off the patio, which was about 20 foot up. So yeah, it's good story to tell.
Wow.
I got some
Wow.
good pictures, but
You see the Wicked Witch
I
of the
bet.
West?
No, he didn't know me then.
Oh.
I was gonna say I didn't know Badger then. What?
Hey, she's nice.
I know I'm messing. She knows I'm messing.
She's so sweet. She can give you diabetes. You'll lose a foot. She's so
I'm
sweet.
trying to teach her to take a joke.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
She's.
Did Oni get the humorous bones out of the two?
I don't
I
think
don't
either of
know.
them take the jokes very well. So
Or maybe it's just because you're not funny.
Oh.
I was gonna say Oni tends to take jokes from me very well. I hit on her constantly.
I wouldn't
she
say.
laughs at it.
I would say my jokes are more. I'm picking. Like I do it with my mother. I do it with everybody in the family. We
Yeah.
pick on people, and
So you're
Yeah.
a bully.
Yeah.
Badger, I think if you're gonna go storm chasing, you might want to have the
Gonna have a
vehicle
lot
go
of clips,
faster than
Raven.
85.
Great.
Yeah, we're not going in her Jeep. I can tell you that. So.
No offense, our Jeep's speedometers stop at 85.
Oh, I know.
I'm just
It's older
assuming.
than I am.
No, it's not. I'm just saying. I think when it comes to storm chasing, we might want to be going faster than 85. So.
Yeah, you can't even go back in time going 85.
I know, right? You're gonna need a DeLorean.
Raven was waiting for it.
I really was. She said 85. I'm like, oh, come on. Like,
we aren't going to be going ludicrous
Separated at
speed
birth.
here, folks.
The old
What's that?
take the regulator
We
off
are-
and you can go a few mile an hour faster. You'll be all right.
I don't know if that's going to be possible with my Jeep.
yeah, there are cars like that, Prophet. I used to watch a show called, ironically, Storm Chasers. Wow.
I remember that. Yeah.
They would
Actually,
like.
Prophet, I'm watching Reed Timmer right now. He's the one that has the vehicles that literally fucking goes inside the tornadoes and they implant themselves in the ground. It's fucking crazy.
It's insane. Like just the amount of metal shielding they have to have around these
It's
cars.
like bulletproof.
It's like the Batmobile tank.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
good.
bulletproof. Yeah,
Like what? Like a mile and a half to the gallon? Like,
yeah.
those cars
Well,
are so
his
heavy.
new one's better. His Dominator 3, but he had a video. He's coming out. He's bringing back the original 1 and 2, so they're gonna have all 3 of them out. And those things are fucking literally tanks. That probably you're right, 2 gallons, like 2 miles per gallon. His new one's
It's kind of
more-
like Oni's Jeep. It's like the
Right?
same gas
Hey.
mileage.
Hey, my Jeep gets 17 to 19 miles to the gallon.
Oh,
That's not
God.
bad for a Jeep.
I'm kind of a weather.
I
For-
get
for a
28
90s
with my
Jeep.
Jeep.
You also drive a Jeep Patriot. You sprained your back getting out of the vehicle. I think you have other problems than gas mileage.
That's true.
Wow. You're letting the girl with no internet say that to you, Chief?
Wow. Well, there we
See,
go.
it's not about the internet quality, folks. Don't let those top streamers get in your way. You can do it. You just got to bring something else to the table, like desperation.
Wow.
Who cares if I don't have internet? I have this great flamethrower.
Yeah. I may not have a personality, but I got guns.
I mean, if you knocked on my door and said, I have a flamethrower, can I use your internet? I'll be like, yeah, come on. Like,
She has an
that's the Wi-Fi
Soda
password.
has an honest to goodness fear of Oni, which is why, not the reason why he treats Badger good, because he would have treated her good anyway.
No, it's because
But
Badger's her
he's-
sister.
Right, he's fucking scared. He's like, she's gonna fucking come in my door one day, and I know she's gonna fucking take the flamethrower and kill me. I know. He's like, he tells me all the time. He's like, I'm fucking scared of her. I'm afraid to talk over her. I'm afraid to say anything during the stream.
After
No,
the-
don't-
I was gonna say after our last conversation, I feel better. So
Oh, okay.
It was mostly
is a while
silent on
ago.
his part.
that was
What were
a
you gonna
side.
say, Oni?
It was a side of Oni I haven't seen or rarely see. So a nice
That's
side.
nice.
I'm kidding.
It's like Faces of Death, but it's like Faces of Oni. It's just like neutral,
be-
chaotic, happy, sad. It's all the same. It's that face you see right there. It's
Yeah,
like,
she
it's
was
all the same.
she
The
was
three faces of Oni.
chaotic. I think she was chaotic good that day. So that was-
Chaotic good.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
What
Yeah,
was
we
this
can use
conversation? Is
the.
this a personal thing?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
How
You were there.
Yeah.
I think you were
Let's
in the
pry.
chat. No,
Yeah,
you
he
weren't.
was.
Anything out of them.
Yeah, he doesn't remember. So.
he's
And he
old.
What-
doesn't
oh, I
remember
was
a lot of
there. I
things.
was there. Was that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, now
That
I
was a
wanna
nice
know.
See, I'm not
conversation you
just-
two had.
I'm not just a heartless bastard. I can be just a heartfelt bastard.
Yes.
My
Sometimes
fear
that
has
one
went
feeling comes
down.
back.
Yeah. In fact, I appreciate that. So
Oh,
I
I'm
do
a
my
nice
best.
guy. You know, people. You
yeah, that's why we're staring at minion asses for the past 3 hours.
know. I just love
He's
minions.
just being cheeky.
I mean, would you rather me? I can turn them around if you want.
A banana, banana.
The minions are my heroes. In fact, one of my tattoo ideas is Shrek like flexing and like 2 minions hanging off his arms. You know, like thought that'd be funny as
Oh my
shit.
God. There was this guy doing stand up. He was talking about, it's like, what was your favorite tattoo? He's like Pokemon. He goes, Pokemon.
Oh,
He's
Matt
like, he's like
Rife,
this big
the
fucking tough.
Charizard.
Yeah, the big fucking tough guy. He's like, I bet you have a fucking Charizard. He's like, I like Charizard as a kid.
Yeah.
And he like puts his shirt up. It's like a giant Charizard. He's like, holy fuck, it's a fucking Charizard.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
huge, but it looked
was-
really good.
It was huge, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and he had a Blastoise right below with like a Mewtwo off to the side that wasn't finished.
Wow,
I mean,
yeah,
they
but-
were ginormous.
Jeez.
Right.
Yeah, Matt Rife, he was on like Wildin' Out, and he's coming back to Ohio because he's from here, and his tickets are insane.
Is that guy? Oh, that's the white guy, right?
Yeah,
Oh, he's all over TikTok. He's so
yeah,
funny.
he's in his like peak right now, pretty much.
He's
because
really
his-
good.
Yeah, he's very funny. He's funnier now that his teeth aren't jacked.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh no, if
Note
you
to
go
self.
if you go back to his old episodes, like they even make fun of it on Wild
He's
and
got
Out.
summer teeth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of his teeth go this way. Some of his teeth go that way.
Yeah, and it's just you grow up in Ohio,
never
and
heard that
something
before?
happens to your teeth. Oh yeah, absolutely, I've heard that.
Oh, the soda's laughing. Like
Oh.
I went to go get my price for my teeth. 10 grand for 4.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
fucking
Whoa.
stupid.
I got to drop 10 grand.
Dental surgery is retarded. Like
Yeah. It's better
Or is
never
it
to
just
have teeth.
stupid?
oh, sorry, it's stupid.
Thank you. See, we can all get along. You just correct them gently.
And then move on. And it's
$10,000?
retarded, not retarded.
Oh
So
God,
What did I say?
Jesus Christ, I fucking hate.
I'm
you.
old. I'm like George Carlin. You know, you can
I mean,
you can
I-
just go flip little kids off and say you forgot about it. You know, that's George Carlin's thing. So
Yeah, but considering my
Oh.
stepsister is on the spectrum, I would really appreciate if you didn't say.
yeah. No worries.
well, no,
I-
it's on the spectrum. So
Go ahead, Oni.
I can at least, like with dental surgery, I mean, yeah, that's expensive. Don't get me wrong. Holy crap. I can at least understand that because there is a quality of life issue regarding that with
Mhm.
with
My insurance
food,
won't
with
cover it.
with
That's
comfort.
ridiculous.
That I'm guessing because it's cosmetic only.
Yeah, even though they're
Allegedly.
21 years old and they're supposed to last only 20 years. So it's
Yeah, jeez.
like you can see
I mean,
my
I
teeth
would-
underneath the gums. Like I'm not going
Oh,
to show you on
geez.
camera because I'm self-conscious.
ugh.
But like I see
You-
it, but not a lot of people do. I was like, I think about getting it. It's like my mom's like, yeah, it's been bugging me for a while. I'm like, what?
Oh, ouch. I mean, like,
But
but I could understand that. What I don't understand, and this is just me personally, if you have them, no shade. I just don't understand it. It is like breast augmentation or like bicep implants, ab implants. Yes, that's a thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know, these ways to modify one's body in a quote unquote more permanent way. Obviously, it's only as permanent as long as you don't change it out or it doesn't break. And people would drop hundreds of thousands of dollars on this. I
Yeah.
mean, I've heard of people like that.
Oh yeah.
I had tummy
It-
tuck and lipo. It cost me $7 grand.
Lord.
The
Now,
world.
I
like-
can.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry, please.
Now I was gonna say there are the real life Ken and Barbie people.
Oh, I remember that.
And one guy has
Yeah.
spent close to $1 million, and she has spent 1.5, and they look
Ugh.
horrible
yeah.
because it's just plastic surgery upon plastic surgery, and they were not bad looking before. And it's like, what the fuck? But no, I think with breast augmentation, that's a 2-factor thing. Like if you want bigger boobs because you have smaller ones, like I get that it might affect your self-esteem. However, if you have big boobs and you want smaller boobs, there's a medical reason for that. Like,
Yeah,
'cause it's
that one tends to be out of, hey, look, I've lived with these suckers for long enough, and I'm done.
Oh,
Now, if
yeah.
there were a way to like donate that tissue, that would be great. It's like, oh, here, let me donate some of this extra stuff that I don't want to someone who actually does want it. You clearly can use it. That would be
Right.
amazing. We haven't
Let
gotten there
me-
yet.
Yeah, like let me give my nipples to a woman with breast cancer who doesn't have nipples anymore, because of the surgery or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying necessarily that. Because I think of Frankenstein nipples for some reason, and now I have that image stuck in my head.
Oh,
Sorry.
like Tara. Oh, what's her name?
Tara Reid.
Tara Reid. Yeah.
But something like that, something to that effect. Because yeah,
'cause reconstructive surgeries are also, I think, a little bit of a gray area in terms of insurance policies, because technically it's cosmetic, but the thing is that you're trying to restore something back to what it used to be.
right. And the same things can be said for people that have like been burned and stuff.
Yeah, and so I don't want to immediately have that knee-jerk reaction of plastic surgery is bad. There's a plastic surgeon I follow on YouTube because he's very informative, and his big thing is, why are you getting plastic surgery? Are you getting it because you just want to do it, or are you doing it because you feel you are inadequate in some way?
We follow somebody called SK Plastic Surgery in California, and like, I want to go there. They're like, oh, you should have a consultation. And like do you guys have privileges here? Because I don't want to go there for plastic surgery. But go ahead.
No, it's just
great.
They're
great.
There should be a reason why you're doing it, and it shouldn't be to please other people. It shouldn't be to make yourself feel. Because if you're doing things constantly to please other people, it winds up becoming like an addiction and a drug where you have all of your self-confidence tied into how others perceive you instead of how you live yourself. And so if you want to do something because I've been thinking about doing this and it's only a little, but it would just make it, I wanted to treat myself. That makes sense. But doing it because, oh, well, my boyfriend said he likes girls with a big ass. No, that is, you will not wind up happy. And the thing is that body shapes come and go in fads and phases all the time. When times are tough, people with a little bit extra curve were seen as the most attractive because it meant you had food. You probably had wealth.
The Mannerist movement in painting.
Yeah, it was dramatic. It added a little something. But when times are bountiful, having a slim figure was ideal because, oh, look at how dainty they are compared to the rest of the world, even though that's not really how it goes, but whatever.
Yeah.
It comes and goes. If you want to change the way you shape yourself, there's shapewear, there's padding, there's makeup. Just changing the clothes you wear with the silhouette can do a lot.
Spanx, I own those.
Sweet.
There are so many ways to fudge the look without paying that much money. You should be as comfortable in your own skin as you can. There will always be those things like we talked about earlier that you'll just go, I really hate this about myself, but I can't do much about it. So you learn to live with it. And you know what? You will meet people who will find that perceived flaw you have, and they'll find that the coolest thing about you.
Like you said, I have great shoulders, and everyone agrees. You do have good shoulders. I'm jealous of your shoulders. They look good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, thank you. Speaking of thanks, thank you. What's that?
Because you got to shoulder through doorways sometimes.
That's right. You got to drop your.
Have you heard about your car's extended warranty?
No. Thank you to our boosters, Actinova, Marina, Tyranndeath, Soda Pop, Stormwolf, Hypernova, and the very new
Profit.
contributor is Profit. So thank you, Profit.
Hey, the return.
I am so sorry I missed it last week. I noticed in the server there was a little diamond next to your name. Completely missed it. Didn't see it till this week. So now you're on the list. So congratulations. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you and what you do for Lacking Out Legion. And maybe someday we'll be on Kick, but here are some of our locations right here. Kick, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, Facebook, and Actinova's ass.
Yep.
And the Pony Express. So when now Raven sees all these social media things, her stomach sinks a little bit. It's like, oh shit.
No, I block out the ones I don't post on.
Okay, there we
I can
go.
deal with it quicker or a little better.
Yeah. And if we get the 6,000 follows on TikTok, we can do a TikTok live as well. So I can just run that in the background as well and have that not work too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be messing around with TikTok a little bit under Lagging Out to see if I can get you guys some more followers because it's.
I
slim
appreciate it.
pickings.
And a big shout out to Raven. Like I always give her personal messages, but it's good for chat to hear that. She working her ass off doing all those social media stuff for her and working so much. So we love you, Raven. And thank you so much for taking that off my plate and helping with my mental health. I love you so much for doing it. And thank you for taking the time to do it.
Give me some fucking money.
And
Give us some fucking.
It's like Pavlov's dog experiment.
Right. So like we're getting 2 staff shirts out. We're going to get one to you and I'm going to
Give
get
us
one.
some fucking.
Thank you, Prophet. We're going to hit a hype train. This keeps up. And also, we're going to get Nova, like we're going to do a custom one. And I didn't want to do one because like last week I said, we don't do like we don't pander to anything or anything like that. Like we don't change our logos for like Italian American month or anything like that. But if you wanted a specific logo with something specific on it, let me know. I'll talk to you off air about it because it's not something I want to talk on air about it and it just doesn't seem appropriate for me. I know I have a very narrow, we're not doing this segment. He's not here, so we're not doing that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, you can't see it. All right, sorry. There we go.
We can call him live on air if you guys want.
Yeah, so you can hear him
Please don't.
vomiting.
He needs to rest.
Let him rest. And he's down to 210 now. He's beat me on the weight loss challenge. That's
Well, he's
good
gonna
because
be
I weighed
more
myself and
now.
I put on 4 pounds. I'm like, what the fuck happened this week?
If
That's
he's
stress.
By the
yakking
way-
out a-
Yeah. I don't, it's. I
Do
don't know
not
what it-
take this as weight loss advice. Do not go and catch a stomach bug to lose weight.
Or food
Oh.
poisoning,
Please
whatever it is.
don't.
So I was going to swallow some tapeworms. So don't do that.
Okay, Madonna.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Is that what Madonna did?
Yes, that's absolutely what she did for a role.
Oh, that's fucking
What
gross.
hasn't she
Is
done?
it Dick Tracy?
I don't know if it was Dick Tracy. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up now. But mono was the best diet I ever went on.
Yeah.
Mono's horrible. Don't get mono.
I never
for your
had it.
kids.
I had it when I was a
It's
kid.
rough. I had it as an adult because apparently I'm a slut.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. I shared
Hardly.
a straw with somebody that probably had it. Let me see.
OG's Prophet said he lost 45 pounds in 8 days from COVID.
Jesus.
Wow.
Liar. COVID doesn't exist, you fucking liar. Whatever.
Conspiracy.
I got it twice. I had the vaccine and got it twice.
I got it once. So.
Fucking stupid. I got it when I took that test online on the live. It actually turned out being positive. When I did it on live, I actually had COVID doing the show. Didn't even know it. I felt like shit, but in 2 days I was over it. The worst thing about COVID for me was the shots. The shots affected my heart. And now I have heart problems because of the first 2 shots from COVID. COVID didn't do anything. Like it was like 3 days and it was out of my system. But the vaccines, they just I had trouble I had trouble breathing. I'm just now kind of getting out. I'm not the same, but man, that was fucking horrible. My dad's got congestive heart failure and he had 3 shots. So like he's horrible too. So my brother never had the shots. Fine. Like he's fine. His wife was sick as a dog. He was fine. He got it twice. He was fine. Like some people get it really, really bad and some people it just depends. I'm convinced it's your blood type. If you have a certain blood type, I think you get it worse than other people. I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
They said O negative people have a lower chance of getting it or getting
I'm
horribly.
O negative.
Yeah. See, that's bullshit.
Or like it's O negative or O positive. I can't remember.
My
But,
brother's O positive, so
yeah.
he's one of the two.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, you know. Sorry.
I'm just reading the
You're
chat.
good.
No.
No, you're fine. You know, it's one of those things where I know it's because I'm trying to like not be
Articulate.
emotional.
Oh, okay. Take your time. You're good.
You know, I got COVID and it wasn't very bad.
Right.
And I didn't have the shot. My uncle got it 2 weeks after me and he's dead.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Wow.
Like
I'm so sorry.
this
all
was it
depends.
was all
It's
right.
so
It's a year and a
crazy.
half ago now, but he was a firefighter. Like he took care of
Oh.
himself and
Right.
it could have been because his lungs are already compromised from being
Maybe.
a firefighter, but he was young. He was 55.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Could be a combination of things.
yeah, he was great and talking, and then all of a sudden he was on life support and
Wow.
he was not here. So it's, you
That
know,
quick, huh?
yeah, he was in the hospital. He got really sick and he didn't know what it was. He thought it was like bronchitis.
Yeah.
Then his oxygen went really low and he started rambling about nothing.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
incoherent.
yeah, so then when he had a lucid moment, he was like, okay, I need to go to the hospital. And his oxygen was at 60.
Wow.
Oh geez.
So he was rebounded. He was the youngest guy on the COVID unit. You know, my grandma was in the hospital at the same time in a different place and we had to go tell her, you know. So it's, I always, when people are like, oh, it's a conspiracy, I know you guys were joking about it, obviously, because you've had it.
Yeah, yeah.
I would get so livid because I was like, my uncle made his choice. He didn't want to get the shot, and that's totally fine. And I wasn't going to get it either. And then that happened. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so weird how quickly something can change your fucking mind on something.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And it's just like, here he is, prime of his health, getting ready to retire in a couple of years, you know.
Yeah. The cure was more harmful than the actual disease, and everyone's it's a situational conversation. It's like, well, I know a person who did this, and like, yeah, there's like a whole spectrum of that, and we still don't know a lot about it, to be honest. And that's horrible. My condol. I'm sorry
You're fine.
about that, but I'm sorry for your loss. I'm not sorry for what I said, but
Oh, well, yeah, I know, you asshole. Jesus Christ. No, it's just one of those things that I think people find like it's shocking to hear somebody so young died from it. That wasn't really,
yeah,
you know, like I said, his lungs were probably compromised to some extent just because he had been a firefighter for so long, but he was only the third firefighter in Columbus that had died from it. So it made the news.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it is what it is. It goes back to what you said at the beginning, like with Pink, you know, this is her third time being cancer free, hopefully, and hopefully it
hopefully.
stays like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, sorry, I don't know why I decided to share that story.
We appreciate that you did.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
That means that
and-
you're comfortable talking to us.
believe it or not, I'm actually very comfortable talking about a lot of things.
I have a tendency. I can believe that.
Yeah, it's just people don't ask the right questions.
That's a great point.
And that
Fuck you.
agent detective is the right question.
Yeah. So to round this all off, I think it's a herpes sore. And
Oh, okay. Last week we
Oh.
found out McDonald's character's Grimace is a taste bud, but what did she
Allegedly.
think he was? Allegedly. Well, yeah. I keep on looking with it keeps on coming up taste bud or a shake. So I had to
I
pick
would
one.
say a shake, honestly.
Yeah. So A, Soda's hemorrhoid. B, the hump on Hero's back. I'm sorry, Hero's not here, but it was supposed to be a joke for him.
B.
Or C, a herpes sore. So
Wow.
we're gonna chat saying B,
Yeah, chat is just flooding it with B.
and then A is hemorrhoid. Do you remember from last week? Oni, are you abstaining?
I don't remember, but I think I thought it was A. I actually do think you may have said it was A, but all of them sound about right for, about par for the course. So
Yeah, the hump on Hero's back. You guys are fucking cruel. Anyway, the answer was Soda's hemorrhoid.
Wow.
Is it because of his purple hair? Because if his hemorrhoid is actually
Yeah.
purple, I have
Everything-
other questions for you.
He's got bad blood flow, so everything is purple in his body.
Poor
So-
Badger.
His balls are purple, and
What the fuck?
he's got
That is untrue.
he when he gets ingrown hairs on his face, they're purple, and his herpes sores are purple, and everything.
Jesus Christ. At least you're not blue waffling it.
Oh, gross! I
Really?
haven't heard that term in so
Really?
long.
They're like, ew, gross. That is not the grossest thing I've said tonight.
No, it's not. So really, a Smurf with low oxygen. Don't forget to watch us on TikTok and get us to 6,000 so I can stream on there and curse at campers on Call of Duty. I can almost do it on my other one. I got like 1,000 on my personal one, but I'm never on there except for fighting on people with politics. The guy's like, "Oh, Chief, let me bring you into the chat." I'm like, "I'm literally in bed. I don't want to talk to anybody." It's like I gave you reasons. This is the agenda. This is here, and here. I'm like, "Why are you ignoring me?" I'm like, "Why don't you address those things?" And he brings me. I go, "Don't bring me into a chat. I'm in my underwear." Anyway, check us out at Leggett_out on TikTok.
Jesus.
If you like us and you like Rogue Raven and you want to hear more stories, please tell your friends and tell your friends and tell those other friends. And this isn't Smitty, but it could be his cousin or something.
I'll tell funner
Right.
stories next time.
It's okay. You can come on anytime you want.
Giggity.
So make sure you tell your friends. Also, I'm going to try to get a shirt done next week. And this is going to be themed to one of the hosts. Not going to tell you which host. But American Gamer, I am not a criminal. Every time there is some sort of gun violence or something, these go up in sales for some reason.
Oh, that's because of the old myth between video games and shootings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And yep, there we go. So there's a custom lagging out controller on there. And I'll get you the shirt after the summer when I'm not so busy, Raven.
Okay.
And of course the Garbage Human t-shirt. You might have saw it on a YouTube clip that Tony Hawk, I mean the Mariner, was wearing. He was wearing the Garbage Human t-shirt. They're flying off the shelves. And you might catch, if you go to spreadshirt.com/leggingout, there might be an entire website discount. There are usually ones every week, like 15% off, 20% off. And during Christmas, there's like Black Friday sales as well, and Cyber Monday sales. So I try to keep the prices low. We only make like 20 cents a shirt or something, but go check those out. We have a bunch of them there.
Did you
And
like?
also
I'm so sorry.
I was done. Go ahead.
Did you like my title for that YouTube video for Tony Hawk?
That was funny.
Yeah.
I remember reading it. I don't remember what it says now, but like every title you put there, Has everyone noticed like the views have gone up since
Oh,
like
yeah.
Raven has putting like the titles on there?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I think
I noticed they're fucking funny. I left them myself because I usually watch them on the shitter. I don't get a
Aw.
lot of time, so I watched it. And like, this is just funny. Like these titles are really good, better than I can come up with.
Yeah, I think I
We-
said like Tony Hawk do a kickflip or something.
Yeah. Tony, yeah, do a kickflip. Yeah.
It's a bit
He totally looks
900.
like him. Totally looks like him. So, Soda knows this because he saw me fighting with the alerts with Kick. I was getting all the alerts done, and there's the money. Give me some fucking money. I actually put that's from The Apprentice. So like when that pops up when people donate, it's Trump doing this because I can't get anything else to work, so it's a place card. But yeah, check us out there if we ever get it working. The alerts kind of work. Soda knows that. I was fixing it. I was trying to animate
Yeah.
them last night.
Sucks that
Like-
didn't work tonight.
Everything else worked, but it's like, oh, that's gonna work, no problem, right? Nope. Here's the cringe page. The toxic Twitter. Rumble probably still
And-
downloading the videos. What's that?
Nova's tattoo.
I would like to do a live on Rumble. I'd get a lot of views there.
Probably.
We get the Crowder crowd, I think.
Crowder.
Yeah.
No, Crowder's like fucking all kinds of shit.
Hmm. And all
Oh,
price is going to be $10 million. If you want us to be exclusive, it's $10 million.
Question regarding T-shirts:
Yes.
is there print on demand? Brit Hazard is asking.
Print on demand. What does that mean?
Like it's available right then. Like are you submitting for them each time?
Oh, you can order them as is, a la carte. Is that the right answer?
Let's see what Brit Hazard says. Are you ordering them from a mass printer?
Oh no. Not yet. We're still trying to figure out that. We're not Eric. We don't have Eric July money yet, but it is all just straight from there. Like we don't have the money to mass produce the t-shirts and send them out. They're all on just the website itself.
So
They ship everything. They ship everything for you. Yes.
yeah, I think that was the big part of that. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't have to come giggity to Chief first.
Right. It doesn't come
Yeah,
to
you
me. It
can
comes
just-
to you.
Yep, you just order it, and whenever it arrives on your doorstep is when it arrives on the doorstep.
Yeah, that's what happens pretty much, and you can
Well,
customize it.
I believe
if there's
she
logos
has
that you like,
her own, she has her own print company, I think.
Who?
Hazard.
Oh.
I think.
I'm gonna show you. I'm looking up an example here.
Cold.
So I wear this. I wear this to the gym. So in the beginning, it's a Call of Duty shirt. It says "Campers, Modern Tryhards." It's a cutoff. It's kind of like it's not cotton. It's kind of like a jersey. And on the back, I have this logo. So you can customize it. I had the front here, and I just customized the back. I wear this at the gym, and people are like, "What is that?" And then I hit them with my digital business card and go, "Here, buy one."
Help
I
me,
hope-
I'm poor.
Right?
Help me, I'm poor. Give me some money. Transfers are so cheap now. All you need is a heat press. Probably right, but space is at a commodity at my house. I could barely get in to do the show.
That's fucking for
Fuck,
sure.
at least I have a bed soda, so you can go fuck yourself.
Oh,
I have one in the other room. I just don't use
Okay,
it.
there you go. Because literally my bed is right behind me. That's what that little black sheet is. I just cover it. So, transfers are cheap. But we have a Cricut. Hero has a Cricut printer. He was going to do printing on his side, but that fell through. So we got to figure out who wants the Cricut and who can do it for us and that sort of thing. But Daughter has one. Does it work pretty well? What is that? Crichton?
Crichton? No.
No, it doesn't work well. Yeah. That and 3D printing. Everybody and their mother does 3D printing as well.
I almost wish I did 3D printing right now so I can get these D&D dice sets out.
How are you making them?
I am so I have individual molds for the die, and I am actually mixing the resin, putting either the colors I want in there or the glitter, and then letting them set, painting them, like painting the numbers, filing them down so they're uniform. Like I'm doing everything to them by hand.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
hmm
Yes.
I
how's
watch a lot of people do that. It's really cool.
That's like my hands are just hurting thinking about it.
Yes, it's the 1-to-1 ratio epoxy. I don't use UV resin, even though I know it cures quicker.
Yeah.
But the resin that I'm using now, it's like, well, it depends on the temperature outside too, but usually within 45 minutes you can touch it. It'll be a softer finish. And then within 24 hours, it's hard enough to take out of the mold and set aside so you can start doing something else.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I've heard about UV. Like it's good for charms and like jewelry.
I heard it's
Which
good
makes
for
sense.
masks too.
Huh?
Well, you have to, with UV resin, you have to remember if the UV light can't get to the resin, it's not going to cure properly. And you have to make sure you're using the correct wattage of light for it, or it's not going to cure at all. Kind of like UV nails, like gel nails, they have to set under particular UV lights because with each brand, they have their own kind of chemical composition. But with the type of molds that typically are used for larger things or more dense things like dice or trays or bigger trinkets, they use either opaque or very, very thick molds. So the UV light's never going to penetrate it. So even if you wanted to use a UV resin, it wouldn't be possible. So that's why I've seen a lot of these creators use a lot of they'll pay out for the nicer molds, the nicer resins, because if you're going to pour that sucker, you want to make sure it looks that it, once it sets. You
Yeah.
don't have any of the bubble problems. I mean, I've seen some people get those decompression chambers to take out all the air bubbles. That is how serious they are. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. A fair warning. That's not what mine are going to look like when you get them.
Oh no, I don't care about that. I care about the fact that you're making something for me that you didn't have to make. That's awfully nice.
Yeah, I have never had to fight somebody so hard on making them something for free.
Right?
Yeah, that's the way she is. When we bought her the computer, she didn't know what to say.
Well, and we finally got it down to, I'm like, you can pay for shipping. She's like, that's adequate. But no, it's also because I'm working with small molds. Like by the time I get everything poured and mixed, more air bubbles have come in. And then I'll get everything off the top with heat, like you're supposed to, and more are going to form because it's hardening and they're trying to go up to the surface. But I will say they still look pretty badass, even with 1 or 2 air bubbles in them.
Oh yeah.
I have that in my head.
Air bubbles?
Yes.
Oh, that figures.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I bet your shit floats to the surface too.
No, it sinks like a submersible.
Womp womp.
I had some floaters the other day. I was pretty proud of that. Very spongy poops.
High in fiber. Okay,
Whoa.
anyway, that's gross. I regret bringing that up.
Yeah, it was a shitty topic. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Just because my mind's always in the toilet, Oni.
Yeah, it just keeps going round and round and round.
Yeah, well, let's flush it out of our system, shall we?
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I won.
Oh God.
He has nothing to do with this.
So on that's a shitty ending to a show, but an ending never.
Oh well.
We had a shitty start, so
Yeah.
Time for a
Rage.
crappy end.
Yes.
well, poop. I'm glad it's
Never stop talking shit.
So sad it's over.
Yeah, we know it stinks.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, it don't smell like roses. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, time to wipe that smirk off his face.
Shit-eating grin.
Yeah, brown noser.
He's like, you guys are pieces of shit.
On behalf of Blacklight Oni, our guest host for this evening, Rogue Raven,
Thanks for stopping by, Mr. J.
and Soda Pop on his hemorrhoid.
Yeah, apparently it's Grimace.
And I'm Chieftain. We're lagging out live. Signing off and lagging out. And as Oni always says,
Give us a fucking.
thank you, Prophet. Be safe, everybody. Take care and have a great night.
Night.
Bye.
Love you guys too.
Night.